Holy crap, guys. You're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe what you are about to see tonight on this live stream. It's crazy. it's crazy. It's proof. It's unexpected. And all of you are going to want to hear about it. All of you. Put it on the chat if you remember the 1998 marijuana cigarette in the kitchen cabinet case. Put it on the chat if you remember me getting arrested at the Kentucky State Police Post. Put it on the chat if you remember that. All of you that remember that, please put it on the chat. I know we got some new people. All of you might not remember that, but oh my God. So before we get going on this, a lot of ones flying. Yeah, I think that was a pretty famous case, right? Like there's a huge deal for Kentucky. My, wait till you see what we have in store for you about that case. Now, a lot of you probably don't know because I have not made a big deal of it yet on the YouTube channel. But I did file. I won that case. I proved that it was not a valid arrest. It was not a valid warrant. It was not a valid case. Thank you so much, Steve Cousins, for the membership. And I beat it in court. It was dismissed. And then I turned around and I did what needed to be done. And I filed a Section 1983 lawsuit against the prosecutor, the police, the drug testing lady, and the jail staff. Because it was a wrongful arrest for one and malicious prosecution. And I said, this is a conspiracy. This is a conspiracy. They conspired to arrest me. And you know how I know this, guys? You know how I knew this? Thank you so much, Claire, for the membership. The way I knew this was because I had an audio recording device on my keychain when I got arrested. And the trooper that took me to jail didn't realize that what he was holding was a recording device. And he carried it below his chin all the way into a private room in which he had a conversation with the jail staff. And on that recording, do y'all remember this? On that recording, the man said to the staff, what are we doing with this case? What is this about? This is from 1998? What is this? This doesn't make any sense. And they said, you know that guy? You know that YouTube video about you all and our sheriff? And he said, yeah. He goes, that's him. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, that's the YouTube guy. And the trooper was like, oh, the YouTube guy? And they said, yeah, that's him. We need to get this done so we can keep him out of our county. And he goes, oh, that makes sense. Okay. All right, now I realize. I'm the YouTube guy. I should make a new channel name, the YouTube guy. Well, we have a very, very special day on this live stream in store for you guys. We've got almost 100 people already in here. I haven't done anything on this channel in weeks. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here, being supportive, and following us through this. It's a lot going on. It is a lot going on. But I did file a Section 1983 federal case for a conspiracy and for malicious prosecution and the lack of probable cause and that it was a fraudulent warrant. And you can look that case up yourself. It's available on Google. You can just look up Ryder versus Mabe, M-A-B-E, and you can see it all over the internet. But we're doing really well in that. It's been active for a very long time. And you can see that we went back and forth and they were trying to get immunity and they didn't get it. And that includes the prosecutor. He didn't get immunity either. Now, it could change. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, as it stands right now, pro se, I have been winning. And not only have I been winning, but 3 out of the 5 defendants are in default right now as it stands, and they have been for months. So I'm probably just going to get a default judgment on a big portion of this lawsuit already. And after what we learned, that you're about to learn too, and I say we because I'm talking about the family that I was doing the YouTube stuff for on this case. We, as in we learned something recently. And I kind of geared you all up for this, for what was about to come, but I had no idea Like I am more shocked than ever about what we learned recently because of this new thing that came up that you're getting ready to see with us. But where was I with that? All right, so we learned something new that absolutely locks the entire case down without any doubt. There ain't no jury under the sun that's going to say otherwise. So I'm really excited about everything that's going on. And so far, these defendants are just not even answering. They answered recognizing that there was a lawsuit filed against them, but they decided not to even lawyer up. They just want to settle up, because they're in default now. So that means automatic win for me on those people's parts, which I have to file for that. But right now I'm playing my cards right because holy shit, wait till y'all see what we're getting ready to watch together. But before we do watch that, I'll tell you just a little bit of backstory. About, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, maybe a little bit longer, I got word from a family member that was involved in, or a family member of the case that my arrest involved. Put it on the chat if y'all remember the Tyler family. Joe Tyler, you remember the video about the police officer beating Josh Tyler in the face with the flashlight? Put it on the chat if y'all remember that. That was the reason we were at KSP. Put it on the chat if y'all remember that. I saw a lot of ones earlier about the marijuana case. I'm sure I'll see a lot of ones about this one too. And the more the merrier. I will be republishing that exact series soon so that those of you who did not get to see it will get to see it soon. And it'll probably be a lot quicker version. It'll be a lot faster, and we'll get right to the point quickly on the second time around from posting that. But there, a lot of ones flying. So that the family that we were doing that for was the Tyler family. It was Josh Tyler in the video that we covered in the incident in which the Kentucky State Police and the Hardin County Sheriff's Department violently, and I mean violently, beat the living shit out of the kid. And then I went with the kid's dad because there was a video. There were records that the state was hiding. Or I think we've learned a little bit more. It wasn't just the state, okay? You're about to see this with us. So this is something that the Tyler family and I just learned recently. But it was a crazy case, right? The FBI got involved. It was all over the news, and not just because of the beating, but because of how it was handled. So it turned out that there was some specific stuff in that case, facts that the Tyler family was unaware of, and that I was also unaware of. We were aware of what we went through and what Josh went through, but we weren't aware of all the facts that were in the records that none of us could get. And that was what we were doing at the Kentucky State Police Post that day, was we were trying to get the records so that somebody could understand what the fuck was going on with that case. Excuse my French. Oh, now, oh my gosh, this is so, I don't even know how to present this to you because it's so freaking exciting, the facts. So about, I don't know, 5 or 6 months ago, something like that, I geared you all up and I was like, we got exciting, something real huge and exciting is going to be coming to the channel soon. We're going to have a huge announcement coming up. Y'all remember that? And I said, it's about the 1998 case, about the Tyler case. Well, it happened. It happened yesterday. Ugh. It happened yesterday. And we were going to go live yesterday about this. But when I watched it, when I pre-watched it, what happened? I pre-watched it, and I got so many facts that I was unaware of that were so important to my lawsuit that I had to not do the show yesterday and make phone calls to lawyers to update them so that we could change our lawsuit and lock this fucker in. And I hope that the facts that came out might even reestablish the lawsuit for the Tyler family. I'm going to let you all watch what we're going to do tonight, and you all might be able to tell us in the comments later if you think that what we have that we're going to show you tonight might reopen the door for the lawsuit against the Tyler family. But what we're going to do right now, and this is long awaited. I'm so excited to do this. And I missed this, man. But I have backstage Mr. Tyler, the one that was with me at the Kentucky State Police Post trying to file a grievance against the police officers. And he's going to be stepping up. Well, here, let's just bring him on up. Put it on the chat if you want him to come on up. Let me know. Yeah, throw me some super chats if you want Joe to come up. Otherwise, we'll just leave him in the basement. I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm just kidding. All right. But what I will say is, I want to give you a quick rundown. So, Joe's son had been beaten violently by the police officers. He'd been beaten violently by these police officers. A video had been released, dash cam video footage, and a few records had gotten released by a whistleblower almost a year after it happened. And the whistleblower gave it directly to the Tyler family after their son had already been steamrolled by the system. Hell, he got charged. He pled guilty to hitting the police officers. And wait till you see this video. But he'd already been steamrolled. And then all of a sudden, the whistleblower from the government just gives them this video. And this video was absolute proof. It was absolute proof. And the whistleblower also said there was some shenanigans that kept this from being in your hands. All the lawyers assume that it was to avoid the family filing a lawsuit and to keep the boy on charges to protect the state. Do y'all understand that to be a conspiracy? Put a one in chat if you think that's a conspiracy. So Joe, the boy's father, and I decided that since there was an FBI investigation going on and no records had been released yet, besides that video being handed over to the family by a whistleblower, that we really needed to get complaints on record for the FBI to examine to make sure that they did an internal affairs investigation on the excessive force, and that we got records for the family so that if they needed to file a lawsuit, they could do so. And it was New Year's, day after New Year's, okay? And I think the family had like 3 or 4 days left before the statute of limitations ran up. So we really needed everything right then and there. It was during the holidays and shit. And Joe and I decided to grab my gear, and we met in Kentucky, and together we rode out to the Kentucky State Police Post. And when we got there, we encountered the same old bullshit that you would exactly expect from people conspiring to keep records from coming out. And you all are going to watch that video with Joe and I together, and I'm going to bring him on stage right now. What is happening, Joe?
What's up, buddy?
The YouTube family for public safety has missed you, man. We're very, very excited to have you back on. Like, it's so great hearing from you and seeing that you're doing well. But you've been through a lot.
We're still here.
You want to tell everybody just a little bit about your son and how that how the government steamrolled him and stuff? Just a gist of it. We're going to show them the videos, but if you want to just kind of give them a little rundown.
Worst thing was, he did run. He deserved to be in trouble. There's no doubt about that. But he didn't deserve what happened. I mean, he gave up. He went to his knees with his hands in the air. I'm sure you'll see that. And these cops commenced a beating him. They tased his pregnant girlfriend. Then they lock him up, and they say there's no video. We go to the police state post and we say, hey, we want a video. And they say there's no video because nobody tells you that you got to get a lawyer to sign to get the video from a police state post. Your local police, you can go down there, you can do a FOIA request or whatever, and you can get the video. You can't do that at the state police. The state police, it has to be by a lawyer.
Actually, so, I kind of proved that to not be true, did I not, when we went there?
Yeah.
I argued with the chief and said, whoa, buddy, here's the law to Kentucky Open Records, and you absolutely have to accept this and provide it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
He admitted it. We're going to watch it. Steve Cousins dropping 20 New Zealand dollars. Thank you, Steve. I'm sorry, Joe. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's all good.
Steve Cousins is a viewer of the channel, and he likes feeding my dog.
That's okay.
Every time we go live, he drops money for my dog. I don't get to spend any of it. It just goes to Diesel.
Okay.
But yeah, you're going to see in the video, and I think you're going to learn a lot too by rehashing some of the facts that came out in our videos. but perhaps even more exciting for both of us, Joe, is what Wave 3 Natalia put out, huh?
Yes, that's amazing what she done. She done a great
I
job.
I bit my tongue so hard to not tell everybody, Joe. I was so excited about that series coming out, man. You probably called me what, about 6 months ago to let me know that
Yeah,
that y'all were in the process of filming.
yep. I called you right after we did the interview.
Mods and everybody, be patient. What we're going to do is after this live stream's over, I am definitely going to publish all that information in the description of this and put it in the chats or in the comment section so that people can go right to it. But Natalia from Wave 3 did an expose series on the Kentucky State Police, and it's got what, 6 or 8 episodes.
I think there's 6.
Mm-hmm. And it just so happens that, you ready? Drum roll. Episode 4 is about your case, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Episode 4 is about your case, and that just came out yesterday. And I was expecting to share with my audience that the Gray Gods came out. That's what it's called. And that it was going to be about Joe's son's case, episode 4. I was super excited to share that information. But when I watched it, Joe, I was like pre-watching it so that we could come up and play it together. And I pre-watched it, and within the first 2 or 3 minutes, her investigative journalism had already brought out facts that just blew me away because they relate to my lawsuit. So, Joe, I talked to lawyers last night and shared that information with attorneys, and I also rewatched everything from when you and I went and dealt with the corruption together.
Yeah.
And if you got time tonight, I would like to review both of the Gray Gods episode, which I got permission to play that. So thank you so much, Natalie and Wave 3, for allowing us the privilege to share that section of it with our audience. And then, so we want to watch that. And we also want to watch our video where you and me went to the Kentucky State Police Post.
Yeah.
And let's see how many people figure out as they're watching why it applies to my current lawsuit and how potentially it might open your family back up to do a lawsuit. What do you think about them apples? Does that sound like, do you have enough time to do that with us?
Yes, sir.
Well, what do y'all think, chat? Do y'all want to start watching some videos? I think we should start with the probably the Gray Gods episode. What do you think, Joe? We'll start with that.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for you to watch. I know you're a tough guy. You've seen this a lot of times, but it probably sucks for you every single time.
It's worse. It's worse to hear it.
Well, you might have to hit your mute button or something if it bothers you.
No.
I know
I've
his
seen
mother.
it enough times where but still, just hearing your son in distress like that is just horrible.
And he was absolutely in distress. And it didn't just end there. They had beaten him so badly that when they did the mug shots, he was so unrecognizable for the first set of mug shots that they actually ditched the first set and then brought him back out of the jail a couple of weeks later and tried again.
Yep.
And had to do it again later just because that one looked so bad. Am I right? It was 3 times, right, that they changed his mugshot?
There's 3 of them. The first one got taken down. I don't know the second one got taken down, but I had screenshot it so they couldn't take it away from me anyway.
And I have those screenshots when I republished the video that, when I put everything back up on this channel, I'll make sure I include all that. I got struck from YouTube because that picture was so graphic.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's how badly he was beaten. I mean, YouTube wouldn't even allow me to display it. I had to demonetize it just so that people could see. And the same thing with the actual beating that the police give, it was too violent for YouTube. And I think that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like if the cops are out there just being so violent that it can't even be put out on media. that's a huge problem in itself.
That title, Gray Gods, tells a lot.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to turn the monetization off on this because it's going to show a lot of that beating. You guys are getting ready to watch what happened to Joe's son here in this, but you're also going to hear some facts, and I want you guys to pay close attention to everything that Natalia did when she did the investigation. It's a deep dive internal investigation that she did on Post 4 and the people involved. Hint, hint, the people involved. And I want you all to listen real closely and then keep it in your mind. And after it's over, we're going to watch mine and Joe's video of what we did when we went to do our complaints at the Kentucky State Police Post on January 2nd, 2023, I believe is what it was. Bear with me. I'm going to, I got to find the right one. All right, that's us. I need to find, sorry, I'm kind of new to this, Joe. This, well, I say I'm new. I'm not really new to it. I just suck at it. I suck at running this whole computer thing that I'm doing.
And a StreamYard.
Yeah, it's StreamYards, and but more so it's like live streaming. And I mean, I'm pretty good at making videos, but I just suck at live streaming. All right, let's see what we got here. I'll try to put this share screen. See, I got to talk my own way through it. This, yeah, I'm talking my way through it. Now while this is playing, you know, you can either hit your mute button or we'll just be quiet and watch through. But if you want me to stop it and pause it, if you have something you want to say, just let me know. Just say, hey, Chris, let me, you know, pause it for a minute. I want to say something. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and watch this, y'all.
I think it pretty well speaks for itself.
It does a lot of speaking, doesn't it? A lot of facts came out. This just blew my mind, Joe. When I heard oh my God, I can't wait for our audience to see what really happened that day.
Hearing it is worse than watching it. I still hear it.
It's around 11 o'clock at night. Josh Tyler and his girlfriend had just gotten some ice cream when KSP trooper Adam Sandage tries to do a traffic stop.
When he sees lights, he goes in a freak out mode.
10-4, going through a yard. Coming back out. He's on the wrong side of the road.
He's 110.
Got smoke off of it. Lost the tire. We're stopping.
We had no doubt that he was going to go back to jail.
Show me your hands now! Show me your fucking hands! Show me your hands!
But he didn't need that beating to go back to jail.
Before Trooper Sandage joined in on Tyler, he was first focused on Tyler's girlfriend, guns drawn.
She was pregnant. And they tased her while she was sitting in the car.
His taser doesn't work, so he dry stuns her leg. This is what she later told KSP Sergeant Jeremy Mabe.
I put my hands up and that was it.
I told her to put her hands up and get out of the vehicle.
The door was locked, so I went to unlock the door. As soon as I unlocked the door, that's when all that happened.
Trooper Goldsboro grabbed her and rolled her out of the vehicle where she went face down. I got on top of her to get her hands and turned my taser off and got the cartridge out.
All of Tyler's girlfriend's charges are later dropped, including resisting arrest. It's not until after the beating is over that the officers notice a pocket knife on the ground.
Hey, newsflash. Hey, Andrew, get a picture of this. He's got a knife. He's reaching for a knife.
My son is an electrician, and he had a tool in his pocket.
His electrician's pocket knife.
Sandage's supervisor, Jeremy Mabe, shows up to document the use of force. He starts asking Tyler's girlfriend questions about what they did.
I'm Sergeant Mabe with the Kentucky State Police. I'm not here to ask you anything incriminating. I understand that you were a passenger in a car that led my troopers on a pursuit, which ultimately led to your tasing.
He asks if she's hurt.
Do you have any kind of injuries at this time?
Before getting into the chase.
Well, let me ask you this. Was he holding you against your will? You didn't, you wanted to get out of the car. I'm assuming you wanted
to stop.
You wanted him to stop and let you out of the car because you didn't want to be a part of this, did you?
No.
Okay. All right. So he held you against your will in the car while you were running.
Hold me against my will.
Okay. What I'm trying to determine is, was he holding you against your will, or were you telling him, hey, I got a warrant, I want to get away too?
No, I didn't tell him I wanted to get away.
Did they take some blood from you there on your arm?
No.
Is that where you shot up something, or?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Mabe interviews Tyler too.
Do you have any injuries I should be aware of? I noticed you got some marks on your face. How'd that happen?
I got punched, kneed, kicked, stomped. My head smacked against the concrete. My ribs.
What caused that to happen?
All I did was get out the car with my hands up and try to get on the ground.
Well, I'm not going to ask you anything incriminating. Do you know who gave you those injuries? So it's my understanding that you were driving a car and led a pursuit with one of my troopers through Radcliffe and Vine Grove and West Point, back down to Radcliffe, and now we're up here in West Point again. So there's like 2 or 3 pursuits. So what's going on? What's the reason? Why did that have to happen? Do you have warrants or something, or?
Mabe doesn't interview Sandage until about 7 a.m. the next morning. He doesn't interview the rest of the troopers for another 18 days. 4 out of the 5 interviews were 2 minutes or less. In most of the calls, the only questions Mabe asks are whether the troopers were hurt or if they had any property damage. Tyler, meanwhile, was hit with 22 charges.
He had a charge for not having a ½ inch of tread on his tire.
On his tires. I mean, just ridiculous stuff. My daughter called me and told me that Josh had been arrested and that he had been beat by the police.
This is his mugshot taken 2 weeks after the arrest.
I didn't even recognize that was my son. Swollen, his eyes was swollen to where he could hardly see out of them. It's awful. They offered him a deal of 7 years, and that if he didn't plead to it, then they were going to give him over 20. He said, I'm not doing it. I'm going to take it to trial. And I said, please, Josh, don't. Please. Because I can't not see you for 20 years.
We hadn't seen no video at this time. So we didn't know that there really was a video. So we're telling him, look, man, you got to take your lesser of the evils because we don't know there's anything that's ever going to prove different.
Kimberly says that she called KSP for the video, but was turned away.
They're telling me there's no video. Mom, there's a video. You have to get the video.
When they say there's no video, what are you supposed to go after?
Time went on and Tyler took the deal, but then his parents got a surprise.
The public defender said, well, I've seen the video. I drove to E-Town the next day and got a copy of the video.
If we'd had the video in the beginning and got it out, it would be a totally different story.
Josh's mother could only stomach watching the first few seconds.
His hands was up.
Went to his knees.
That's all they had to do.
I doubted him that he didn't fight back. And then to see the video, see that he didn't fight back. All he tried to do was keep a few glancing blows from his head instead of getting direct hits. The state police was the one who restarted the beating. And he had no reason. He wasn't even in with none of it. He just come in, grabs him by his head, throws his head in the concrete, knees in his head, starts hitting him. There's no reason for that.
The officers all stuck to the same story, that Tyler was resisting.
When I got around to him, they were still wrestling with him, trying to get his hands. So I came in with a knee strike to the head area and then gave Mr. Tyler loud commands for him to give his hands up.
Mabe writes in his report that the pounding of Tyler's head on the concrete was unreasonable. The lieutenant and the commissioner agree. They kick it back for a full internal investigation, which resulted in a 10-day suspension. Sandage got an additional 10-day suspension for sending cell phone video of the incident to a Hardin County deputy.
De-escalation is what they're supposed to learn. They're supposed to know how to get away from the moment and handle their business the correct way. They didn't do none of that.
Sandage is also the trooper we told you about in this incident, which happened 21 days after Tyler. Sandage hit Brian Pickerel with his baton 13 times. Sandage and troopers Cameron Wright and Kevin Driesbach all claimed Pickerel wouldn't comply and that he wouldn't show his hands, which were on his bike's handlebars. They cleared the troopers and stamped it within policy guidelines. This made 2 use of force cases for Sandage in 20 days.
I was mad. I really, really was mad because I couldn't believe that this is actually true stuff. You know, you see it on cops, you see it on TV, you see it on shows, but until you actually see your own flesh and blood being treated that way, you really don't know. It's a weird, messed up feeling that kept me up nights after nights after nights.
Once Tyler's mom got the video, they put it online for everyone to see.
The next morning we was having lawyers call and the FBI and just...
I talked to lawyers for days and days. Every single one I called was ready to go. They were ready to go. This is great. We're going to take care of this. We're going to take care of this. Then they find out that statute of limitations has been reached. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you.
The Tylers could no longer sue because their time or statute of limitations had run out. In the state of Kentucky, that time frame is only 1 year.
That's a short timeline. And sometimes people come into my office and it's been 1 year and 2 months, and I just have to tell them, look, sorry, it's too late.
It is ridiculous to expect an individual or a family of a deceased individual to come to grips with their grief, to discuss and consider pursuing legal action, to find a lawyer, for that lawyer to undertake the investigation we are obligated by our ethical code to undertake before we file a lawsuit, and to get all of that done in 1 year.
We know that at least Sergeant Mabe knew that Sandage had a dash cam.
Your SP is equipped with a mobile video recorder.
Yes.
They hid it from us for over 1 year because of the statute of limitations. What other reason would they have?
Why wouldn't they produce it?
In Justin Halcom's case, he didn't get a copy of the video until more than 5 years later.
Whoa. There's a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot right there.
And this series that she does, guys, I'm going to be giving you all the link to it after this whole thing is over, this live stream, so that you can watch the whole shebang, because it's phenomenal work that Natalia. And again, thank you, Natalia, if you watch this, for allowing us to watch that. I do appreciate it. more than you know. And more so if you watch this, Natalia. Thank you so much for uncovering these details. I mean, Joe, when you and I went to the state police post, we knew that Gudgel and what was the other fucker from the Hardin County Sheriff's
Donald
name?
Johnson, Rusty Johnson.
And we knew about Sandage.
Yep.
With the Kentucky State Police post. At that time, none of us had any knowledge about the other officers other than the fact that they tased his pregnant girlfriend and that they were a trooper and that there was a supervisor that showed up on scene and apparently didn't do shit. That's what we knew on January 2nd, 2023, when you and I went to the Kentucky State Police post and demanded that they allow you to file a formal complaint about what they just watched on that video. Am I right?
Absolutely.
So therefore, when you and I were in that lobby demanding that they allow us the right, the ability to file that complaint and to do more records requests, we had no idea who all was involved other than Sandage from that post. We had no idea. Did anybody in chat catch? Did y'all catch it? If you caught it, go ahead and start talking about it. But if you didn't catch it, Joe and I are about to surprise the fuck out of you. Let's watch another video. You want to take a trip down memory lane, Joe?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's take a trip down memory lane together. Oh, this is wild, man. This is so wild. I can't wait for everybody to watch Grey Gods too. Such a great series. Holy smoke.
You done an absolute wonderful job.
Yeah.
It took a little longer than what we thought it was going to take, but it was worth it.
And she got all to the bottom. She got to the roots of everything. Every officer involved. She got all the audio recordings of their internal affairs investigations. You know how hard it is to get the names of the people involved? Holy shit.
I'm saying she done a great job.
Now, when you and I went to this, we're getting ready to watch this together. When you and I went to this, like I said, all we knew. How do I get this? Let's see. I need to move this back over here. Again, I'm going to walk myself through this stuff because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Bear with me, Joe. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's see. I got to move it first. Yeah, I suck at this. My audience knows that, though. The people that are watching right now, they know that I suck at this. So I always just say thank you all for bearing with me being horrible at this stuff. All right, let's see. So what we're going to watch is the day that Joe and I, this was January 2nd, 2023. Joe and I had two things to do. Just two things to do. One, we were going to get complaints in on Adam Sandage and also find out in that complaint process who the other two troopers were that were involved. And we were going to do our complaints on those three troopers. And the other thing we were going to do is get the records request forms to make sure that whatever other information that you all hadn't gotten yet, we were going to get it. And Joe, do you remember how adamant I was?
You're pretty adamant.
So we ain't leaving.
Yeah.
We ain't leaving until a report, until these complaints are stamped and back in this man's hand, and we ain't leaving until you give us some records request forms, at least. Like, I didn't expect them to fulfill the records, but I was going to make sure that your family got it because that's what you called me for. You called me for two reasons. One, to help you air the shit out of that video, right?
Yep.
And two was you didn't even know that I was going to offer to help you go into this place and get the records. And we still hadn't even made it to the sheriff department yet. We didn't make it to the sheriff department before they arrested me.
Yeah.
So remember, guys, my section 1983 federal lawsuit against this agency is for conspiracy. Okay. Keep that in mind as you watch this video. And remember what you heard in that last video we just watched as we're watching. This is going to blow their minds, Joe, if they hadn't already caught on to it. It blew mine, man. It blew mine. Just unfreaking believable. Let's see. Share screen. I got to walk my way through it. I'm horrible at this. Yeah, there it is. All right, here we go. This is a long one, guys. Grab your popcorn. While this is playing, I'm going to run and get a drink. Again, Joe, if you want to stop and say anything through it, just let me know. I'll be able to hear you. Just make sure you're not muted when you tell me to stop or whatever.
Okay.
And you can say anything at any point in time that you want during this, okay?
All right.
Just let me know. So it was January 2nd, 2023. We were going to the post just to get the complaints done on the 3 officers. We didn't know who all 3 were. We knew that Adam Sandage was one of them, and we knew that there was a supervisor that dropped the ball and another cop that had tased his pregnant girlfriend in the car. So that was what our complaint. Well, you'll watch it. They'll see it. Let's go ahead and play this. All right, guys, we're here with Joe at the Kentucky State Police post number 4, which is Adam Sandage's police post. And what we're going to do here is do some records requests to get all of the information that the Tyler family needs, should have gotten originally. So say hi, Joe. Hi. Joe's learning his camera skills. Can y'all hear me?
I can.
Audience, can y'all hear? Put a 1 in chat if you can hear us. I don't know why that stopped. Let's see what's going on. What the heck? Y'all put a 1 in chat if you can still hear us. If it doesn't stop, she'll tell me. Oh, they can hear us. Well, that has to be something to do with the video then. And let's try this again. With an error occurred. Well, that's weird. Here. Let me try that again. Oh, I didn't mean to drop you. Let me see what's going on with that. What the heck? I should have uploaded that to my. Huh. Wonder why it's doing that. I'll get it to work. I may have to reload it, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I told you I suck at this stuff, Joe. I'll get it straightened out. They definitely want to watch that video. Most definitely want to watch that video. All right, I have to do some stuff here. Joe, you want to talk a little bit about like what they watched with that, what she covered, as far as like
Natalie?
Yeah, as far as like what your family went through.
Yeah. It's a rough thing to go through, to see all this happen. No, my son's in Eddyville. You know, one of the worst prisons in the state of Kentucky. After taking that ass whooping, he's now incarcerated in one of the most dangerous prisons in the state of Kentucky. You know, he's been turned down for parole twice.
And his charges were for beating a cop up, right?
Well, the cop that started hitting him first, his hands swelled up. So he had charges for, hurting the cop because his hand had swollen up.
Right.
But his
Which is
hand swelled
crazy.
up because it's beating him in his head.
Yeah. He didn't hit nobody.
No, he didn't hit nobody.
But he got charged for hitting the police officer because the police officer broke his hand on Josh's head.
Yeah.
Facts, y'all. That's what happened. And he's in prison now still, right?
Yes, he's still in prison. He's in Eddyville.
And if y'all had that video, this wouldn't be happening.
It wouldn't be going on right now, no.
I got the video working again. Let's see. Right there. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Hopefully it won't kick out on us again. All right, I'm going to jump to where we were.
Gotten originally. So,
Crazy.
say hi, Joe. Joe's learning his camera skills. But yeah, we've got a little list of things we're going to request here. This, like I said, is basically just for the state police. So I think the only state cop was Sandage, wasn't it?
See, that's all we knew. The
All
name
we knew.
Sandage.
But they did do the arrest originally and take the call. So that's. Gotcha.
Right. So you were saying there's another trooper involved, but we don't know who he is. So
Yeah.
we were going to get that information.
Go ahead, buddy.
Here.
I got you. Well, this looks like the jail already, don't it? All block walls, and it's not a very inviting type place, except for the Christmas tree. That's a nice touch. They got the black and white colorless flag everywhere, which, I don't like that much. Let's see, for assistance, pick up the phone to the lobby. By the door, dispatcher will answer immediately. So
Here's one of my dumb moments people make fun of me for. I didn't know how to get the speakerphone turned on. I get made fun of on YouTube all the time, Joe, for dumb things like this, like getting stuck in an elevator.
That was confusing.
Well, yeah, you can't find the little button on there. They took the little speaker thingy off.
There, is that speaker?
It's the only one that don't have nothing on it. You see it?
Yeah, we need some assistance out here, please. Yep, can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me? Hello? I'll try that again. Yeah, we'll try this one more time. We need some assistance out here, please, if there's a clerk available. Okay. Yeah, probably. Would you mind coming out and speaking with us, sir? What's going on? Well, we're going to have to talk about an incident we're going to need records on.
Okay, you won't be able to get any records today.
Well, I still want to request them today.
Okay, what kind of records?
That it's for an arrest that was made a while back.
What kind of records, sir? What do you need?
I could explain that to you if you want to come on out and I'll show you. I've got a lot of stuff.
Tell me exactly what you need, because a lot of things I'm not going to, you can't even request some records at this moment.
Oh, no, sir. I'm aware of what I can request and what I can't for the most part.
What do you need?
I'm sorry?
What exactly are you needing?
A report, a CAD.
Okay.
We're going to need use of force policy. If you could make me a copy of that, I could come back for that one if you want.
Okay. You're going to have to make all of those requests through our open records section at Frankfurt.
Yeah, no, a lot of that stuff can be done at any agency according to the state law. So
okay. That is not how our policy is set up. You'll have to make that request through just open records in Frankfurt, sir.
Yeah, I think
put on in chat if you heard me clearly say I want the records request forms. The fucking forms, Paris. Paris is a dispatcher. I know who he is now. I've had plenty of run-ins with Paris since then. We're okay now, Joe, me and Paris, but oh my God. These motherfuckers at this state police post. It ain't no wonder that everybody's dropping lawsuits on them. How stupid can he be, man? Was I clear enough, Joe? I wanted the forms, and I want to file a complaint while I'm here.
All they had to do was make copies of those forms.
And they did, didn't they? We
Yep.
knew they could. All right, here we go. Here we go. It
They
just
did.
drives me nuts that these fuckers know that they're playing with words. And this is a dispatcher. He didn't have the right to fucking cockblock us. Anyway, you're going to find out why he did, though, here in a moment. This gets crazy. This is the agency in which the officer works for. Does Adam Sandage still work here?
It is. This is the state police, and the headquarters is in Frankfurt. You have to make that request through our headquarters in Frankfurt.
That would be true if the Kentucky records policy did not include the verbiage saying that it can also be done with assistance through the agency. I just
like I keep telling you that is the agency's headquarters is in Frankfurt.
Yeah, but you're trying to send me to the headquarters, but I can do it at any local facility. We just need some assistance, sir. You want to come on out and help us, please?
I'm not coming out.
Well, we need somebody to come out.
I've told you what you need to do to get these records.
Would you identify for me, please?
Request through our open records section in Frankfurt.
And who are you?
This is Dispatcher Paris.
Paris, Mr. Paris. Can I get a supervisor of yours, please?
My supervisor isn't on duty, sir.
You got a supervisor on duty, sir. Let me talk to him.
Hold on with me 1 second.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. He's like, I'm pissed now.
Crazy.
Now it's time to come out and intimidate me. Fucking dummy. All you had to do is get us a cop out there to give us the damn forms. Look at that ugly ass thing. Yeah. You know, somebody worked awfully hard to do something that could have been good if I didn't ruin it. That's supposed to be our American flag, folks. And it's pretty bad they took the red out of it. That means a lot to a lot of people, especially veterans. Let's see if Sandage is on our boards over here. Pickard, Holman. Let's see, dedicated to the memory of those Kentucky State police officers who gave their lives while serving the citizens of the Commonwealth. You know, I hate seeing these, but, you know, and I've got respect for officers that do a good job. It just sucks to never know if they actually did a good job or not, because you all know how it is. So, anybody see Sandage on there by any chance? Oh, no, these are all. That's an awful lot of officers. I wonder how far back that goes. You know, it's actually one of the safest jobs that there is. Yeah, they've all had paid the ultimate sacrifice, so they've all lost their lives. That's a lot of officers. Usually it's a lot less than that, and this is probably going all the way back to, yeah, I mean, look at that picture of that guy. That's a long time ago right there. But anyway, it's still the actual statistics of police officers being physically injured on the line of duty is you are 20 times more likely to get hurt being a French fry dipper. It's way more dangerous to dip French fries than it is to be a cop. So I guess they're doing a good job protecting themselves and all for safety. An award for working with the marshals. It's a few minutes of limbo here, y'all. They're trying to come up with a game plan. I didn't know today was considered a state holiday. Did you? Today's the 2nd, isn't it? Yeah. Ah, gotcha. It was the 2nd. I don't understand how that was the holiday. I thought the 31st and the 1st would be New Year's.
They like to stick in that camera.
Oh, they were mad, weren't they? Nothing they could do about it. We figured out what their little game plan was, so the way they're running to communicate with each other. Go ahead and keep restarting. Just make sure it's running. I think you're running out of memory on that, Joe, is what was happening. Not very friendly when it comes to offering assistance to the public, are they? Thank God you got that. Just in case anybody thinks that it's not legal to film in here, right there's your cameras that are doing the filming. Right there. And right there. You know they never did give me that footage right there that I requested. It is definitely not illegal to record because, I mean, either that or police break laws too, because They threatened to arrest me
They
again.
are. So take your pick if you want to complain about us filming inside of the police station. Now I'm doing this for our own records. It's definitely necessary to take a record when you come to these places because, cops are, well, it's not just cops. Just about everybody that works for the state is well known. All these agencies are well known for trying to violate your rights and then acting like they didn't do it. And if you don't have this recording, then how the hell are you going to prove that they did what they did? So that's why we do it. Say that again, Joe, for the camera. Damn straight. That's the way I feel. I know I don't mind being on camera. I got nothing to hide. So here I am. Here's Joe. Joe got nothing to hide. But where's the police? How come they ain't coming out? They know I got my camera because they're watching us on their cameras.
They were investigating, weren't they, Joe?
Yeah.
They even got the green light flashing.
They may have even been calling very specific people in, Mike. Might they?
Where's the bonus for extra tyrant? We got to find out who the officers are, who their pictures are on here, and see how many violations they've done. They might have done none. Some of them's pretty good. Look, an average of 61.5 for your first year. Plus, they give you all the gas you want and the equipment. Yeah, that's what it says. Well, no, it's an average. But in your first year, 61.5. Anyone who thinks, now where we're at is in Kentucky. And I'm going to tell you all right now, 61.5 is a lot of money annually for Kentucky. That's a lot.
That's more than most two-family incomes.
Absolutely. Yeah, most people here in this area make about $35,000 a year. So it's almost double. Did he forget? Or
got tired of waiting. That's where it heats up.
Radio room, can I help you?
yes, ma'am. An officer said that he was sending someone out to assist us, and it's been a few minutes. I just wondered.
Yeah, we had to get one of them to come to post. They were out on the highway.
Okay, is it going to be a supervisor?
He is not a supervisor, no, but we'll have one assisting. But he's getting close, so he should be out there with you in just a moment.
I requested a supervisor.
Okay, well, there'll also be a supervisor with him.
Oh, there will be a supervisor with him. Okay, thank you. That's what I needed. I appreciate it. Can you tell me who the responding officers are? Oh, she hung up.
All right, y'all. Put them on a chat if that smells fishy. Put them on a chat if you think that smells fishy. That all we were waiting for is for a supervisor to come out with forms. And she said, well, we called somebody very special that was out in the road to come, and he's not a supervisor. Put them on a chat if that sounds fucking fishy. Little did we know. Hey, I got a little game for the audience to play right now. If you're watching this, if you watched the first part, the Gray Gods episode, let's see if you all can remember the names besides Sandage of the other two Kentucky State Police people that were involved. Let's play a little game. See if y'all can remember the names of the other two. So we had Sandage, and then there was two others that Natalia identified. See if y'all can remember who those are while this continues to play. And put it in chat if you remember.
See how they try to intimidate? Instead of just sending the responding officer as the supervisor to be able to talk to us because we need one, they went ahead and did a dispatch to a regular street beat cop who's going to have a supervisor assisting him, backing him up. Yeah, they're guarantee you, Joe, the way this works, what they're trying to do is intimidate us.
Joe, I'm getting a lot of good guesses in chat. Yeah, see, fishy bacon, pig 1, oink 2.
That's funny.
Piggy 1. Somebody said John. Yes, can you remember his last name? Very good. See if you can remember his last name.
Which all we're trying to do is get the records that you need for your son. You know,
there were two officers besides Sandage involved from the Kentucky State Police.
Yeah,
We
we
didn't
were
know.
right here. I mean, yeah, there's going to be, well, I mean, the supervisor could be street, it could be like a sergeant, you know, somebody fairly low level supervision. Well, another thing I know is there's an awful lot of cars over there. I'm going to step out. If you will stay in here, that way if the door gets locked, you can let me back in. I want to go get a picture of all their.
I had no idea what I'm about to do here was going to come in so important later. They had 38 officers working at this post on duty while we were there, Joe, and 6 supervisors. They didn't have any reason to call any trooper off the street
Really?
or wait for a supervisor. Yes, sir.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, check out the parking lot where I went out and filmed it. You were inside. You never saw this, probably.
Cars over here. You would think that this.
Look at it. It's full.
Many cars here.
We're all there at the post.
Either they would be short officers real bad out on the street, I would think. I mean, hell, I don't know. I haven't seen how many. Probably might do a records request to find out how many vehicles they actually have, but there's a lot of vehicles over here in their lot. And then there's officers right there.
Is that Sandage?
I think it was. I think that's what we figured out.
It looks like Sandage, don't it?
And then suddenly they say,
what if I called him in too, Joe?
and send a beat
No,
cop,
come on.
which she said will be backed by a supervisor as well.
Too soon, Todd. Too soon.
That just sounds a little fishy.
Whoa, it was a lot fishy. It's
There's
fishier
two of
than I
them across the
thought.
street getting out.
I hope they
Wonder why
figure it
didn't
out
come
when they
over
hear this, the names.
Since they don't care if it's a supervisor or not. Here comes the superheroes, guys.
Here we go.
Reflection. He looks like he's young buck. Oh,
See that little trooper car pulling up, y'all?
Young buck? I don't know if you want to do that.
They get called in. Not him.
Kind of, but not really. We asked for assistant right off the bat. Are you by any chance supervision?
No.
Okay, because that's kind of what we needed after our first little. We tried to speak with whoever answered, and I guess it's a dispatch, and he got a little. I don't think he fully understands what we're here for, and he got a little quick with us, short on us. So we've started recording, and then we requested supervisor. So.
Okay.
But they're saying this guy, is he a supervisor?
No, he's one of our road units.
Oh, see, still not a supervisor.
They may not have one available.
That's what they were saying, but we told them we'd wait.
Yeah.
So.
Does he look familiar to y'all? The little young buck? Does he look familiar? Put a one in chat if he looks familiar already to what you might have seen already today. What do you think? I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. It's so hard not to spoil it, Joe. So hard.
Usually they come on duty at 6 p.m.
Gotcha. And we didn't even realize that there was like a holiday was today and you all would be closed, state holiday when we got here. And I drove a pretty good ways, so I'm just trying to get whatever we can get done while we're here, even though it's not going to be much compared to what we need.
Yeah.
So
usually it doesn't affect our sworn supervision a lot.
Mhm.
Our upper level, lieutenants, captains, things that extra maybe off.
Yeah.
Who just walked in?
Somebody
says Claire.
That would be on duty again.
that?
It probably won't be until 6 p.m.
Gotcha. Well, that's,
So they usually work 6 to either 2 or 4, 6 to 4. That's it. They work usually. No, they work 8. 8.
so you're probably starting to realize that we actually requested a supervisor and they're sending you instead. I don't know if that was.
Let me figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, that might have been an intimidation factor, so don't fall for that one.
Little did we
Get
know.
away with it with us.
Y'all figured it out yet? Darren's on top of it. Darren
You
is
gotta
on
go
top of
consult
it.
the caller first instead of just assisting us. So they're gonna go back there and tell lies about us. Which
Thank you
doesn't
so
matter
much,
because
Tube
we
Sock.
can prove it because of our video.
Tube Sock says we've
You'll
been
find
doing a
out,
good
youngster.
job. Thank you, Tube Sock.
See you in a minute.
Super chats are very much appreciated. I am
So
broken.
Joe and
as
I are
shit,
talking about exactly what we can do,
and I
even though
owe
they're closed.
a lot of money
Which I was
to
telling them
attorneys.
what we're going to do is for one, we're going to get the complaint forms. These
Complaint
agencies
forms.
are under a duty per the state statute to
dropping
records laws.
4 public
Protect your
safety
records.
gifted
To
memberships.
provide
Thank you,
you
Tube
with the
Socks.
forms and assist you with these records requests. Let me flip this around.
So all we're there for is 2 complaints.
I understand you were asking for a record.
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm Chris. And you're a sergeant, so I got a supervisor. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
right.
awesome. Yeah.
And
You're
your name?
Chris.
Yeah, I'm Chris. That's
Yeah.
Joe.
Joe.
And your name is?
Sergeant Mabe.
Mabe.
Oh, do y'all catch it? Talk about it, chat. What do you think, Darren? Who that? Y'all catching this? What did we watch in the Grey Gods episode right before we started this? Who were the 2 officers, other than Sandage, that were involved in what happened to Joe's son? Can y'all remember? Thank you. I think Janine Tiffany can put our Cash App link up. Thank you so much for anybody that's willing to help out financially. We're so far in the hole that I'm just joking about asking for money because we're way far in the hole at this point. Way far. Are y'all catching this? We went there to do a complaint on Adam Sandage. Okay. And we didn't know the other 2 officers' names that were involved in the beating of Josh Tyler. We just knew that there was one trooper who tased his pregnant girlfriend in the seat, and there was another piece of shit supervisor who only did 2 minutes. We didn't even know about the 2-minute interviews. We just knew that the supervisor took no action about the excessive force. And we go in to do the complaint. And who are the 2 officers that you've seen so far come out to fuck with us? Y'all get it? Y'all catching on now? Put it on in chat if this is conspiracy. Y'all catching on to what's going on here? Out of, what was it, 38 employees on duty, 38 troopers that could have came out and helped him. The only cop that they chose to bring in off of the street to help him was the guy that tased the pregnant girlfriend. And the only supervisor out of 6 available supervisors that came out to take the complaint was Mabe, which is the officer that cited no wrongdoing on the police officer's part other than the part where he smashed his head in the concrete. What do y'all think of that? Is that a conspiracy? Put a one in chat if you think that they are conspiring to figure out what the fuck these criminals are going to do about this situation when me and Joe are in there saying we are going to get it on record that there is a problem. Red flag, red flag. Look at all them ones flying, Joe. Can you see chat?
No, I can't see it.
They're catching on. I didn't know this until I watched Natalie's video, y'all. I didn't know this. This is crazy, right? I didn't know. I didn't realize that it was Mabe and Goldsboro.
Nice
I was told you were wanting a record.
Yeah, we've got more than that. It's a little bit more, and that's what I was trying to tell the guy on the phone.
Can't make
He got
this
a little
shit
short,
up.
not understanding, and I get it. It's a holiday or whatever. We didn't realize it was a holiday that should be closed. Okay. So, and I drove pretty good ways.
Where'd you come from?
Well, I came from Indiana, but
that's conspiracy, right, folks? They conspire.
Close with the family. So there was an incident that happened. What was the date, Joe? February 6th of last year, that we need to request as many records as possible on. Okay. And that's what we're here for. That's he kept asking what, and I'm like, I got a whole list.
Like we just need to talk to somebody
what
we're there for.
Is that something I can copy?
No. I mean, I can write you one out, but it has other.
Copy it for you and just bring it back.
I can do like a little list for you to let you know what all maybe we could accomplish today. So we were just talking about that. I was thinking if we could get some forms maybe while we're here.
This, my friends, is how police lie. This dude knows exactly why we're there. He just made a special trip because he is the cop that we're there to complain on. And he called in the road trooper that we were going to complain on. We didn't want the people that we were complaining on to be present. That wasn't the point of this. This dude is trying through hell and high water to keep that form from going into that drawer.
Yep, cover his ass.
Hell or high water. He wasn't about to let it happen, was he, Joe?
Nope.
And he didn't. Did you? When they stole my keys from you, Did you keep the forms, or did he go stamp them and give them back to you?
I took them.
Did he stamp them and give them back to you?
No.
They went in the garbage. They won.
Yep,
They
I
won
left
that.
I left without no forms.
No receipt. Good thing we recorded it. But listen to this fucking liar. Mabe, who I'm suing, Ryder versus Mabe, federal court, Louisville, Kentucky. Ryder versus this asshole. Man, I'm glad I sued them, Joe.
If you could do that.
What I have is I printed off our contact information.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to get the form so we can start getting underway and filling things out for the requests. If you could just print them out, or I can even write them on regular paper. He can write them on regular. He's the one making the requests, really. I've got a couple I want to make too.
I can't wait to do a deposition on these fools.
Just overall, like a big picture of what's going on here at Post 4 after this incident. So, and I'll tell you this much, and I usually don't talk to police much, but I will tell you this much. The issue really fell on one of your officers by the name of Adam Sandage. Do you know him?
Oh.
Have you worked with him?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever known him suspected him of drug use? About committing violence? Okay, because there's videos of him being extremely violent. I suspect steroids. Plus, when he started here, he was only a little guy. And then 2 years, he's pretty beefy now.
So you've known him that long?
No, I've seen pictures of him that far.
So you don't really, he's not your personal
Oh
friend.
gosh, no, I can't be friends with people like that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if I witnessed one of my friends beating the living shit out of somebody, we're no longer friends.
Oh, okay.
And that's what Adam does. He's been in two different accounts. So, and he's only been here for 4 years, from my understanding, as far as records go.
And how about the fact that as soon as Adam got his 10-day rest period taken care of, his 10-day vacation for beating the fuck out of your son, how about within another 10 days after that, he's already out on the streets beating somebody else's ass up?
Yeah. In 20 days, he had two 10-day suspensions.
Yep. 2 victims, 20 days. Yep.
So I would think that should raise some red flags, concerns for the department. And we're here to do a complaint formally on that as well, if we could. I don't know.
I still think steroids.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
I don't doubt it.
If you want to print out a few open records forms for the records we need of that. Can you do police reports today and CAD reports, or do I have to wait for a clerk?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Police reports on an incident and CAD reports. Do I have to wait for a clerk, or could you do that while we're here?
Just a moment, I'll find out.
Okay. Supervisor doesn't know.
No info.
Right. He knew it. He knew exactly what was going on.
Well, not as soon as he found out while we were here.
Oh, this is why it's so hard to be nice to them.
Yeah.
They make them all. Guys like this makes them all look bad, do they not?
A lot of them do good with simply being on film because they know this is our First Amendment protected act. But
put a one in chat if y'all agree that cops like this make all police look bad.
They try to find ways to get around the issue at hand during that time too. Like he's just doing, well, let me find out. They don't
generally specific, dropping $5.
So, I mean, if he's a supervisor, he's 3-stripes sergeant.
This is Todd. He is asking, did you arrive in separate vehicles? First portion of the question. No, we rode together. Joe is a licensed driver. He is disabled. Joe does have some disabilities, but he's perfectly capable of driving. And he is a licensed driver. And if anything had happened, he had fully intended on taking my keys and driving if necessary, or vice versa, but we rode together. Second part of the question is, if so, they likely had the father's license in their database. Chris won't take no if law permitted. Yeah, I'm pretty hard-headed, GS. Thank you so much for that, and the question is a good one. Yeah, and then at the end, whenever Joe went to drive my car away, they yanked the keys out of his hand. Yanked the keys out of his hand after telling me that Joe was driving away in my vehicle. Because he rode with me as a licensed driver. I was in a public parking lot. They had no reason to touch my fucking car. And they yanked the keys out of Joe's hand and actually got pretty physically violent with me going out the door. It was wild, man. Couldn't figure it out. But now all the puzzle pieces fit, don't they, Tiffany? You see her comment here, guys? After all these years, the puzzle pieces finally fit. It makes sense now.
He's aware of what he can give for a police report. It's a police report. I mean, how many people on a regular basis come to the police station to get their police reports? It's very ordinary, extremely common. Anything, yep. I'm going to ask him if they can take that down and burn it too. Their Christmas tree's cute.
We're so innocent, Joe. We were so innocent, just complaining about blue line flags and gray line flags and Christmas
badges and stuff in the videos.
Meanwhile, they're trying desperately to figure out a way to fuck the shit out of both of us.
Yeah, so they had two of them. They got that.
Oh, there it is.
Let
me pause that.
And this little dang-a-lang.
So that gray one here. Let me see if I can just barely back that up. Right here. I'm not as good at this. There's a lot of people. Like Todd's really good at doing this video
badges and stuff in the video.
Right. I'll show you something here, guys.
Yeah. So they had
there the Gray Gods title of Natalia's Wave 3 series about Kentucky State Police corruption and abuse of power. That's what she's talking about. Is this flag right here, the gray line. Only Kentucky still uses that, to the best of my knowledge. Them and the Ku Klux Klan are the only ones left, the only organizations left, to the best of my knowledge, that still use that gray symbolism on a black and white flag. So when she says Gray Gods, she's referencing that line right there, this symbolism.
Two of them. They got that little wonky do and this little dang-a-lang. Very little area too. I want to make sure you know that they are supporters of flying the black and white. It's the old black and white. There ain't no glory behind that, is there? Oh. I'll tell you a story behind that whole thing when we get a minute.
Oh, I just did.
Yeah, I think they called in a little young dude. Y'all probably saw that if I don't edit it out, but
had no idea.
Pretty sure I'll keep it in there. But the responding officer.
Yeah, that was him.
I'm pretty sure he knew.
I wish I'd done a little bit more research right before we went.
Heard a few words out of my mouth that he wasn't going to be the one. He said, not today. It's New Year.
You know what? It wouldn't have mattered, would it? Because we had no way of knowing. They refused to give us the. We would have had to get it to there that day. Yeah,
we had no way of knowing he was involved.
We didn't know Mabe was involved, and there's no way of knowing that was Sandage or Goldsboro. And the video isn't real clear of him either. But now that I know, I'm like, shit. It's so obvious. That was Goldsboro. But Natalia did a really good job of like cleaning it up and zooming it in on him and stuff. So yeah, little did we know the conspiracy efforts were underway right in front of our eyes. On us.
I don't want to fuck with it.
We were sitting there waiting for it.
Back there, and then we got the sergeant that came out, but they're back there trying to figure out their game plan on how to get rid of us. I'm sure.
They were making a fake warrant.
Take that one, go back there and print a couple records request forms, complaint form. It should be real easy. You know, one thing I'd like to make a point of is that, guys, when you walk in these buildings, it would make perfect sense. There should be like a folder or something on the wall with complaint forms and recommendation forms.
They were back there drawing up a false case.
Not recommendation, but
that's what they were doing.
Complaint. And what's it called when you give them a
contacting prosecutors?
But they should have a place where you could just come out.
People that they need to collaborate with.
I mean, if McDonald's can do it,
how the hell we can do it,
these two people out of this, can do it, and Just about
They're like,
everywhere
yeah.
you go can do it. You know, hey, say your.
Listen, folks, this agency had 8 days left to avoid a lawsuit. Were we in this video that you're watching right here? We were 8 days before the statute of limitation would run up. Did you realize that, Joe?
Yeah.
We're 8 days ahead of time. So their concern at that point in time was, oh my God, we only got to make it for 8 more days. And we'll be clear of a lawsuit from this family. So that's, I mean, there's motive, right? Put it in the chat if y'all think that's a good motive for them to make sure they don't let us be successful on this day. They only had 8 days left until they would be completely cleared of losing millions of dollars. 8 days. That's mind-blowing, Joe.
Piece right here and slip it in the box. Why wouldn't they have it here? Yeah. I mean, you know, accommodation, that's the word I was looking for. So they should have that you should be able to do that right here in these lobbies and not even ever have to face a single officer. You should be able to do it right here in the lobby and then slip it in the box. But there's a reason they don't do that, I would say. Yeah, one of them boxes where you slip it in through the window. You don't even have to, you can put a mask on and come in here and do it and be anonymous. Because the complaint process, you can be anonymous, you know, and that's what I practice. Y'all have seen it on my videos many and many times, and which I'm going to do again here today. I would think that the father would probably go ahead and put his name because he's going to be, you're going to want to talk to a lot of people, I'm sure. So, and then many.
Now, going back to your question, Todd, Joe hadn't provided his identification yet. But again, we had no idea that the supervisor that just came out and talked to us was the supervisor that was internally responsible for the incident. He's the one that Natalia was talking about, saying he only questioned the officers for 2 minutes and he didn't ask them any questions about the beating. He only asked them if they gotten injured or had their property hurt. So this cop, Mabe, was only interested in trying to turn this whole thing around on Josh. That's all he was. That's what Natalia uncovered. He had no interest in finding out if those officers were out of line. All he wanted was to be able to turn it on Josh and get the officers out of trouble. That's the problem with Post 4. Joe, Todd is a Hardin County resident, by the way. Todd, the guy that dropped that $5 and asked the question earlier, he lives there in Hardin County. He's got a lot of troubles with this situation. Like he's not happy about this situation. What's going on with his government locally?
I bet.
You know, just like you, buddy.
They're crooked.
Are very personal to a situation where you need to make a complaint, and you do need to make.
They just lost a lot of money to me, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do good with it.
What do you say, buddy?
Is Joe?
Yep. He does speak.
Well, how do you know my name? Did I tell him? Maybe I did.
No, he come out and said your name when he first come out. He said you're Chris, right?
Everything that we've got for you.
Before you said your name, he said your name to you.
Did he? That motherfucker. Ain't that wild, man? Oh shit! I didn't catch that. Man, I can't wait to deposition these. I can't wait to be playing this video to the jury. These motherfucking liars.
To exist, we've got the website.
Look, he's denying us the ability to file a complaint.
I'm not a newbie, man. This isn't nowhere near my first rodeo. I'm just going to tell you this: if you look at Kentucky State Open Records Act, you'll see that I'm supposed to be able to walk in these agencies and get those forms from you.
Well, it mentions that in here. It's called the Kentucky Open Records Act. It provides access to public records.
And that's where you're at now. Now, if you go in there and look at it, it's going to be several pages.
Sure.
It'll have all kinds of regulations to it. And I've read through them. I do that before I go anywhere because I don't want to be in the wrong and be trying to tell you.
I believe you.
You know what I mean? So, and then, like I said, I mean, mainly the thing for us right now is that we're on time crunch. I mean, he's on time crunch. This is
what's your time crunch?
Here we go.
As soon as possible.
Oh,
it really needed to be done yesterday. You know what I mean?
He's fishing, Joe.
I mean, you got a deadline to meet or something approaching that.
Yep.
That you got
everything legally, everything in law has statutes. time
Oh, yeah.
statutes.
Yeah.
So we
Okay,
definitely
so
have
you're-
time statutes.
You're waiting
to-
on a legal time statute.
Absolutely.
I
Well, we're
got
not
you.
waiting on it. We're trying to get everything done prior to it.
I
You know what I'm
understand.
saying? I mean, that's the way law works, you know?
Sure.
So we're trying to do everything right. That's why I bring the video recordings. You know, it's not to bother you or intimidate you or nothing like that.
Oh, yeah.
What it's for is to have a record,
Yeah.
you know?
That's
So,
fine.
but
He just wanted to know if we were there to beat that statute of limitations. We had 8 days left.
Yep.
I got a feeling that the judge and the jury are going to pay attention to those questions, don't you all? What did you want to know for, right? Isn't that what they're going to? Well, why did you specifically ask about that 8 days before the statute of limitations in a case that you would have been sued in? You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to go in court.
really would like just at least let us have the forms today. And then absolutely think it's imperative because, I mean, the safety of the public, we need to do that complaint on Sandage.
Sure. I can give you an on-post complaint form that you can fill out now.
Okay.
The only thing is I need to verify your identity.
No, you
so I
don't.
can list your name on the form.
Not on a complaint on an officer. Are you crazy?
No,
I'm not
mate.
going to tell them where I'm at. I'm getting ready to complain on a person who is known for abusing his badge and physically violent actions on people.
Guys, put a 1 in chat if you are aware that you do not have to be identified to do a complaint on a police officer. Please tell me you know that. Please tell me that you know that you can file a complaint on an officer anonymously. 1 in chat if you know that. Please tell me you know that.
Right, it's not a
I'm not
form
going
that
to put
goes,
myself at risk.
it doesn't go to a complainant. The form doesn't go to a complainant. That's why.
Well, how do you know he doesn't get access to it? He works here. I mean, I don't trust that. No way, man. I'm going to be anonymous. He can put his name on there if he wants. I mean, he's the father of a kid that was beat up by the guy. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind being, you know.
Well, if anonymity
And I didn't.
On that.
The best way to do it would be by web.
I didn't mind at all.
By what?
By
No,
web.
you didn't.
Oh, by the web. No, well, I mean, no, because if your all's process requires that type of stuff, like if your all's policy at this building, right, at this place, is saying that you all should be getting identity, what'll happen when I try to do it on the internet is going to have a part that's going to have the star that you have to do it, and it's going to say to ID, and I'm not going to do that. I'm here as a concerned citizen right now, letting you know that I can prove to you that Adam Sandage, the officer Adam Sandage, that is on record of working right here in this building.
He looks angry.
Has committed assault and battery on multiple occasions. I can show you a video of one that'll turn your stomach.
Oh, how would you like to do this? Is what I'm asking.
We got phones here.
I mean, you said you're in a time crunch.
On some of this stuff. Yeah. See, well, obviously you know how this works. There's
Do you mean that you're in a time crunch, that you got somewhere to be right now and you got to go, or?
No, that's not the problem. We've already we needed to go to Hardin County Police Station, but I think they've already closed. So that's not currently right this minute the issue. Time crunch, there's statutes of limitations on filing in court. And then there's also statutes of limitations in criminal cases to be able to appeal, right?
And right there it was, folks. That was the moment that they knew that the only other option they had was to fucking make sure that I didn't leave there without the silver bracelets. I pinned myself all the way into the back seat of that police car at that point, especially when I said, we're not leaving here until that paperwork is done, which is coming up. So this is it. He said, what are you worried about? And I said, statute of limitations. And he's like, who are you? And I said, I'm not telling. He already knew. This is the guy. Now, put it on in chat if you agree that it should have been a conflict of interest for one of the people that was involved in a party of the case, to even be out here talking to us in the first place. Put a 1 in chat if you think that's a conflict of interest and that they have policies against that.
So both of those would be subject to this particular situation.
We didn't know.
For right now.
That was them.
Both of those. 2 different places, 2 different deals, you know. But I mean, I guess that's just to say this is very important.
I can follow anything, correct?
You can, and I'm sure that Joe wouldn't mind putting his full name in it. You'd probably invite Sanders to come see you, wouldn't you? I mean, it's the father of a guy that got the shit kicked out of him for no reason. Well, I'm not going to say no reason,
Well,
but
is your son a juvenile or is he an adult? He's an adult?
yeah. But Sandage, and that's one of the things I'm going to request, and I'll do that through your legal department. I was going to request your use of force policies here, because obviously this guy violated the living shit out of him. You know what I mean? You're okay if I'm candid and speaking with you, right? I don't know.
Sure. I mean, whatever you're going to say is what you're going to say. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, but I'm polite. I try to be
Yeah.
respectful
Yeah.
to individual people.
Well, what I can tell you is that if you want to file a complaint today, then you can file a complaint. I'll take that complaint. I'll shuffle it on up to our higher authority, and they'll determine if it meets the criteria for the complaint, and it'll be investigated.
As long as there's some record of that.
Now, as far as the open records request.
Now, hold on. He's acting like it hadn't been investigated yet, but we found out from Natalia's deep dive, he had already determined it's already done.
Yep.
All right, Joe? He'd already did it.
Absolutely.
And they decided, 10 days vacation. We'll put this steroid meathead right back out on the street. And what do? He turn around within 10 more days and beat the shit out of another guy on a bicycle. Damn, this is crazy.
Hit him 13 times with a baton.
Records office, of course, they're not open today.
Right.
Today's a state observed holiday. So
We realize that now.
Tomorrow they will be open
Yeah.
during normal operating hours between 8 and 4
Okay.
p.m.
Oh, 4.
I think it's 4:35, somewhere
like that.
around there.
Yeah. Well, you can do a copy, and then he can say that you did it.
Boy, I do have a question for you. What you have a complaint regarding a specific person, which is his son, and
No, my complaint is on Adam Sandage.
Okay, his is regarding his son.
You just did it backwards. Babe. That's the way you did things in the field. You tried to turn the complaint against his son. What an idiot, dude. We were there to do a complaint against the officers involved, including this one, and had no idea.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Damn. This is wild, Joe.
Could have added his name in there.
Dude, I want you to take this recording to the lawyers and see what happens.
You're a third party to the complaint. Is your son not here to file a complaint himself? Okay.
I'm gonna give you a full copy of this, Joe.
Yep. It's time for his family to step up and do what needs to be done for him.
He deserved to be in trouble. I've never questioned that, but he does not deserve what he got. He does not deserve to be treated the way he was treated.
That's right.
If you watch a 2-minute video, it'll turn your stomach to see what your officer done to my son.
Yep.
He'd already seen it, hadn't he, Joe? We didn't know.
That's true. I mean, do you
Yeah.
watch the news?
He said he watched the video.
I'm so busy. I'm
When
busy with the
it's
reality of the
regarding
stuff
one of
that
your
the news-
coworkers,
Huh?
would you watch it? Like if you saw that
Oh, yeah.
one of your coworkers made mainstream news
Fucker.
for being violent, wouldn't you watch that? If it was
Oh,
a
yeah, that'd be
headline?
of interest to me.
It says very specifically, and it went on for about 2 weeks. All the mainstream did on it. This is just, yeah. I'd like for him to watch it. Would you mind watching it?
I don't mind watching it, but I'll be honest with you. I'm at the end of my shift and I'm supposed to be going home.
I understand that, and it's a holiday. It really is a holiday. I didn't even realize it. I was thinking today was the second for some reason.
But let me,
You'd be interested to know that your coworkers. I mean, if you haven't seen it, man, I'd say you ought to watch it.
I may or may not have seen it. I just don't know what you.
The incident, yeah. What was the date of the incident again, Joe? Yeah, of last year. Yeah, it's easy to say last year now, of yesterday's year.
Oh, I shouldn't have been so nice.
I've got some of these, but it's
Tennessee, I can't find it. I think I was on Top Chat, damn it.
Well, let me let you pull that up. I gotta use the restroom.
God, this is my favorite part of this, what happened at that post that day. When you're playing that video and you can hear your son screaming and the sirens going off and the mayhem of the beating and everything, and I'm railing, man. I'm like, listen to it, babe. Listen to it. Oh, I love that part, man. We really put a lot of pressure on him, Joe. It was beautiful. Well done, sir. Well done. Tennessee, are you talking about where you said if the government stalls on handing over evidence and trying to get to pass statute of limitations, file your federal lawsuit and then file to withdraw, but reserve the case until you get? Yeah, okay, that's legal advice. But I'm gonna tell you, brother, thank you for that. However, there are a lot of ways to preserve 1983. That might not be bad advice, though. Just be careful. We're not a lawyer advice channel, brother. But there are a lot of ways you can look into it. Everybody should do their own research. Everybody should do their own research. Thank you, though. And I do appreciate the super chat. Yeah, what's coming here, man? Oh, my God. This is my favorite part of what we did that day. And I'm so glad we did it, Joe, because even though I got wrongfully arrested, what you're about to do to this police officer, now that I know what I know, made everything worth it. I would get arrested again and go through all this all over again just for the opportunity to watch you, Joe, the father of the victim, do that to this fucking asshole. It was beautiful, man. Thank you so much for doing this, Joe.
You're welcome.
For standing up for your rights and your son. Thank you. I know it sounds cliche to say that to the father, but really, a lot of people don't.
The original pictures, that the ones they took down.
You're a good dad, Joe.
Were horrendous. The second ones they put up were bad. The third one was better.
Yeah.
But the first ones that they took
down, you're talking about the arrest video, the arrest pictures.
Yeah,
so Joe was explaining to me
that chat for Joe being a
Josh's
good dad.
Mother has still not been able to bring herself to watch the video of the incident because it hurts her so bad to see her son. And then she did see the original pictures of where Josh was arrested, and he was beaten so badly that he was unrecognizable. So when she saw that photo of her son, she refuses to watch the video after seeing that picture of her son, which I don't blame her.
He still hasn't watched the video.
It's coming.
The issue with not watching the video is that
you mean
you have to.
Your
if
ex.
you're going to take legal
Yeah,
action,
my ex.
you have to see what your video is.
It's
you have
got
to
her way
articulate
too.
all the bits and pieces, all the moving parts.
That's
You have to
more
show
normal.
people.
You know what I'm
You have
saying?
to bring it to attorneys.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's all over the news. You couldn't avoid it if you wanted to, really. I'm surprised. Maybe she just shuts her TV off when it comes on. Yeah. And if you ask me, it should have stayed on there until Sandage was
You're getting a lot of support
arrested.
in chat, Joe.
People forget it. If you don't keep it where people can see it, it tends to.
Yeah, it gets washed to the wayside. People don't care until it happens to them. Back to blue until it happens to you. Right?
Did I call you or did you
And
call
I think
me?
a lot of people do care in the moment.
You
but
called me?
When I was in the
It is.
bathroom, I remember.
Would you
I
mind
think I
watching
remember
this?
seeing you at one time on the news talking about.
Well, I was in the
think I
bathroom.
do
I remember.
what
Bullshit.
you're about to show me. So
If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and watch it real quick.
I've watched it.
Well, no, I
Several
want
I
you to
love
watch
this
it, please.
part.
Then you watch it several times and you've seen it.
I mean, this is your coworker, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that before.
Just
And
watch Adam though, closely. Watch Adam. Watch Adam.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it many times.
If you see that, what do you have a duty? I mean, shouldn't he
All of a
be?
sudden he admits he's seen it many times.
Get it, Joe.
Gives me all the information.
What's this mayhem?
To request those records from our custodian of records in Frankfurt. And if you have any other questions, I can answer them for you. But if nothing else, yes, sir, I've seen that, and I remember that seeing that. Is his name Rusty? I remember seeing.
They took action with him since he was on
Divert.
probation. So,
Eject.
Yeah.
This motherfucker
with
pulling the
LMPD,
eject
he
seat.
was on probation, that video
He
came
got
out.
fired.
Rusty did, yeah.
I don't understand why criminal charges
There
are
it
being
is.
pressed on everybody.
Look at him. He's
When
still
they-
shaking and
when they
moving his
I don't
hands
care if
around
you're
and wiping
cop
his
or
sweat.
you're, firefighter or French fry dropper at McDonald's. If you
We
do
turned the
something
heat on
criminal
right
that
here.
hurts another person, I think personally, this is my idea. I think charges need to be pressed. Unless you don't want to press charges on anybody. You know what I
Have
mean?
I seen you on YouTube before? I think I've seen you on YouTube.
You might have.
I can't remember your name though. I think you
It's
go-
Chris.
Yeah, I know it's Chris. If I
Public safety.
YouTube you, what do I
Public
do?
safety.
Chris, public safety?
No, it's not Chris, just on YouTube, I'm just public safety.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I think I've seen you on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm local activist.
Ryder versus Mabe, federal court.
And
Well,
then
it's real nice.
I actually knew his
Ryder
son prior to the
versus
incident.
Mabe.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he
Federal court.
actually was requesting work from me because his son's
Louisville.
an electrician
Look at
and I'm a contractor. And we met prior, and then after I saw
I'm
what
suing that
happened on his
motherfucker right now, y'all.
Oh, yeah, whatever you gotta do.
And Goldsboro.
Well, I don't feel like we're satisfied what we're here for, though. If we could, I'd like the forms.
I got 2 of them, Joe.
That's good.
And the prosecutor. And the prosecutor.
No, I want the form.
What do you mean?
Complaint, 2 complaint forms, one for me, one for him.
Oh, okay.
And then
I said we are not leaving.
Here and give them two.
Absolutely, I was gonna give them to you
Okay.
guys, if you could just stamp them saying we were here on this date.
Oh, okay.
And then I want to talk to you, I mean, maybe you could bring it to your supervisor, but these black and white defaced flags are absolutely disgusting. They're so gross to more than just this nation, but also in a racism standpoint.
You mean the blue line flag?
No, the blue line itself, good to go, man. Like, that's just representing symbolism for law enforcement
Where are the
agencies.
good
It's not
cops?
all
Good
that.
question, Daisy,
But when
man.
you stick it on our American flag and you take the red away,
My
that
lawsuit's
is
been
gross.
in
I'll
for
tell you where
like
that came from
5
real
months.
quick.
When
When Black Lives Matter movement started
wild
because
for a
of
while
police
now.
brutality,
I just haven't
there was a
talked about
guy that tried to create that symbolism
Ryder
and
v.
market
Mabe,
it.
M-A-B-E.
Okay? And he was turned down because they said, no, you're stealing things that already exist. So that's not your
I'll link
invention.
it
So he couldn't
in
copyright
the
it.
description at the end of the
Right. So he
along
did not
with,
win in court.
Natalia's
But somehow, even
Great
though
God series.
he wasn't given those rights to it, the flag, that symbolism continued to circulate, right? And people picked it up and started using it. But the intention behind it was literally, and KKK uses it. The black and white flag, that's where it started. The black and white flag without the blue line, that started with KKK.
I see it, Esco.
Mm.
He said every time we mention another piece of evidence, we make this dude's butt pucker.
But they were super.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was nervous. We
See, I
didn't
don't
know.
agree
We
with
didn't
that
know
either.
he was the cop involved.
Regulation too.
Mhm. Yeah, because that's superimposed. The only reason he got away with it without going to prison, I mean, if someone wanted to charge him, which I'm sure the federal courts weren't happy with him when he kept trying to get the copyrights, trademark. But they stuck the blue line on a black and white flag. That's how he got away with that. Because if he had stuck the blue line on a red, white, and blue flag, then technically by law, that would have been defacing. So he just took all the color out of it.
That's like a navy blue.
Yeah, it's a thin blue. Yeah, but look at this one. That's even worse because that is literally the one that KKK has. Literally. I'll show you photos of it if you want. They wear it at every one of their protests too, the Ku Klux Klan.
So far, I've been beating all
Yep.
the immunity, including the prosecutor's immunity. I think they're out of chances to argue it. I think I already beat it. And 3 out of 5 of the
They
defendants
thought
are
he was
in
going to get rid
default.
of us, start giving us our complaint forms. It's
Slam
called
dunk.
cops explaining. They turn you in circles. They try to get rid of you one way or another. Like, oh hell, I left without.
They've been in
doing
default
anything.
for like
Damn it.
4 months.
That's what happens to a lot of people because you see how nice they're
I just
trying
got to
to
file
act.
it.
That's called cops explaining, folks. They're acting nice, but what he's really doing is giving me the circle jerk, giving me and Joe the circle jerk, trying to get us to leave, which would be empty-handed at this point. I mean, look, I'll show y'all what just a printout from the internet.
That's
from
what he tried to
Texas
get us
State
to leave
Police
with.
website, which of course I can go to that, www.kypolice, I'm sure, something like that. But he tried to give me that, and all that is just showing you how to get
Webpage.
different things from the department records and all. And I know all these rules, guys. Not only have I read all the way through them, but I've also practiced them. So I could probably school the person that made the website.
That's right,
on their policies and laws on this.
That's what the red's for.
Not that I'm a know-it-all, but I bet you they haven't read it. Whoever read the website probably still has not read their own policies yet. So that puts me at the upper hand. I've read it. That's all it takes, guys.
Frosty, it was one of the sheriff deputies that got fired. Which one was it?
Hardin County, Donald Rusty Johnson.
Johnson. That's right. He was on probationary still, and they fired him right off the bat. But The other Hardin County Sheriff Department officer didn't get in much trouble.
Being Gudgel.
Yeah, Gudgel. And then Sandage and Goldsboro. I mean, Sandage got 10 fucking days. He did the majority of the beating. And in Goldsboro, the guy that's getting ready to come out and arrest me, we didn't know that. But Goldsboro was the one that tased Josh's pregnant girlfriend. I wish I'd known that, man, on the car ride, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I'd known that in this lobby. Fuck.
Guys, you'll be smarter than the police. Just read their policies. You're better than them already. You've done more than them already.
Can you all imagine the questions I'd be hitting those two fuckers with if they'd come out and I knew about that? I'd have been raking them through the coals.
So the officer went in this room here. So he's
That's
going
where
to the
we figured out their
bathroom,
little circle system.
which I'm sure that goes back around, but not to the bathroom because the bathroom is right here. And I'm pretty sure that you can't get, and I'm not going to walk in there with the camera because that would be illegal, but pretty sure there's not another door on the backside of that going back into there. And then I would say there is a way to go around that wall. See it by the Christmas tree? The hallway goes to the left. It wraps all the way around this stuff right here, and it goes back to there. So he's trying to pull some fast ones. They're back there communicating, trying to figure out what we're going to do about this. 4 public safeties here with Joe and the Tyler family, representing the Tyler family in this matter, which I am absolutely not. I'm not a fucking attorney. I'm just a dude. Yeah, and then he goes and disappears back there.
Yeah, but he comes back and he said, I've seen it several times.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Let me change my story before I get back out there. He had to feel just to be able to come up with the story.
That was a 180.
So in that door, out that one, or in that door and out this one. Yeah, we figured. Are you going to get this from us when we're done?
He wasn't happy about having to do that, was he?
No.
See how it is, guys.
So we are not leaving until we fill out the complaints, and there they are.
He had the form too, and he said he didn't have it.
Yeah, there it is.
And this whole section right here, this whole section here is just a big, broad bunch of open lines for you to write.
My audio's weird, wonkied out.
To understand in this section. So I'm going to.
Your audio working okay?
I cannot assist Joe with the legal matter. So what I will do though is I will explain the formage. This is what they expect. And this is written in their policies. So what you're doing is they're looking for violations here. They're not necessarily looking for your feelings. Don't give a shit about your feelings. They want to know if their officers violated anything, and then they're going to look for proof of it.
Yes,
Generally,
Picker.
they're going to look for proof
This
to
is where
try to get rid of.
This is the video where we got arrested over the 1998 warrant. Alleged warrant.
Penalized in any way whatsoever. So
I need my glasses, Joe.
Anyway, I'm going on a page here about all that. But what you're going to do in those
Century sent us some
describe,
I don't know what that is. Let them cook. Thank you, Century. Thank you.
To go out of your way to tell every single detail, every minute by minute, second by second detail.
Sorry, I missed it when you did it.
You'll get into your feelings doing that. What they want to know is, what did our officers do? What did they do?
This is important information right here, guys. If y'all get a chance,
so you're going to be brief.
Come back and watch this later so you can hear saying, man, you got to get to the point when you're filing these complaints. Just say what they did wrong, the date they did it, how it was a policy violation, how it might have been criminal action, and just say how it applies to the case you're reporting. You ain't got room in them things to write out how it makes you feel.
So that they can.
You just got to be to the point about what happened in the incident. And don't tell every detail. Just say how they violated and how they violated the law and how they violated the policies.
Fifth Amendment, because you're not supposed to.
Joe did a fantastic job on this complaint.
And there's your witness. The person filling the damn thing out is the witness, and we've got video, so that's how it's going to go. Yeah, one for me, one for you.
You think so, Esco Palavar? I don't know, man. The feds.
We're going to give Joe a few
showed a lot of They showed a lot of interest in the beginning. And then they just kind of dipped out.
So I got my complaint done here that I'm going to turn in. I'm going to read it to you guys right quick. So
speaking of that, before we start reading these complaints, these are good complaints, by the way. Joe, have you heard anything from the feds on this?
No, they dropped the case.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was going to say they stopped calling me on it too. Fuckers.
Kentucky State Police, Post 4, Elizabethtown, on post complaint form. So they already know where you're at on post complaint form, meaning you're on post. So my name, anonymous citizen, abbreviated. The date today is 1/2/23. I remembered to put 23 instead of 22 at 4 o'clock ish. My address, I should have just put fuck you. I'm not giving you my damn address, stupids. My phone number, not necessary. But I did go ahead and do my email, 04publicsafety@gmail.com. Not giving you my cell number either, or my date of birth, or my social security number, or my mom's house. I'm not doing none of that shit, guys. Type of complaint, post 4 officer excessive force. Location of the complaint, your lobby, post 4 on Dixie Highway. And then it says place of occurrence. So I put Dixie Highway. So the location of the complaint, I'm in your lobby. All right, here we go. So the complaint information, I said Adam Sandage of Kentucky Police Post 4 was the responding officer to an incident that led to a car chase. When the occupant of the fleeing vehicle stopped and was 100% fully surrendered, Adam started beating the shit out of the citizen. Even after multiple Hardin County officers joined into the beating, Adam continued to beat the subdued person violently, knowingly, intentionally, and without cause. Signed, because they wanted you to put your fucking signature, best wishes, oink, oink. That's not
Oink, oink. Yeah, the feds dropped the case. Now, what is wrong with me? I needed a crayon. Why did I leave those 2 spaces? Did you see that?
No.
In the paragraph, I left 2 of the lines open. I don't know why the hell I did that. Oink, oink. All right. Yours is way better complaint than mine, Joe. Here we go.
My version. All right, so we got to go back to the phone here so that we can get the officer to come take our complaints.
Do you like that, innocent auditor?
They had a lot of time.
This is the radio room. Can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Can we get the sergeant back out here to take these complaints? We're finished filling them out. And then also, if you wouldn't mind, ask him if he can go ahead and bring the police report and CAD report to the incident that we requested while we're here.
Okay, I'll let him know.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Let's stick this on top there. Did you want to read your complaint aloud, Joe? Or?
This was your first series that you watched on my channel, Picker? Thank you.
Excessive force
It's a good series.
during the arrest on February 6, 2021 of Joshua Tyler. All 3 officers hit my son while he was complying with them. Officer Sandage car cam recorded this incident, and it shows him hitting my son on the head after the other 2 cops had already beaten him. And the officers Ben Gudgel and ex-officer Donald Rusty Johnson had put ex-officer.
Mm-hmm. You're so happy for that, weren't you, Joe?
I think he needs to be
Yeah.
as was Rusty Johnson. Wrong is wrong. And
They announced that on the news. I was overjoyed.
Yes, sir. You're such a good
also,
dad.
the car cam footage was withheld for their protection.
There you go.
Well said.
That's what a family
Well said,
member's
Mr. Tyler.
complaint form sounds like.
Go ahead and do it.
All right,
Hold
guys,
on. We're here with Joe.
What happened, y'all? I need super chats so we can watch the arrest. What happened? It just started replaying. Throw some super chats in here. We'll watch the arrest. I know there's a lot of people in here that need to see the arrest, and I need lawyer money. I need lawyer money, guys. Come on. Help a motherfucker out. Shit, man. Here, hang on. hang on. Let's see. We can go ahead and drop that one. Joe, I got more for you. Come on, y'all, super chat me so we can watch me get arrested. I need money. I need money, please. I am broke as fuck, Joe. Like I'm kidding.
Me too.
I'm kidding, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? This shit
I'm,
I've been going through. There's one.
I'm living, but it's by the skin of my teeth, and I ain't got no teeth.
Oh, you ain't got no teeth left? Damn, man.
No, I had them all taken out.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn, Joe, you've been going through. Eastwood sent me $20. Eastwood just sent me $20. You need a YouTube channel, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're
That was
helping.
smart enough.
Are you scared of the cops in that area after all this, though?
Yeah, I've been pulled over a few times.
Thank you so much, Eastwood. For real, man. Thank you so much. Do they still fuck with you, Joe? Do they fuck with you because of this?
I don't go out much. I make it a point to only go out when I have to.
All right, so $20 is pretty good to get us towards the arrest video. Anybody else? Is there anybody else that wants to see the arrest video as bad as Eastwood? Look at that. Tennessee Transparency wants to see it. There we go. Tennessee Transparency wants to see me get arrested. These are my friends, Joe. They want to see me get arrested, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen it in person.
Ronnie Rebel, happy birthday. I just found out. Whoa, look at that. We got another one. We got another one for just for entertainment, sending $20, saying, let's go. Let's watch Ryder get arrested. I love it, man. I love these friends. It's all in good fun that I use these words, but they really do support the shit out of me and Tiffany, not just financially, but being here. We hit that live button, Joe, and this is the wiped out channel. This is the not the big channel that you had whenever we covered your case.
Yeah.
This is like my personal channel. You know what I'm saying? That I just kind of told people where I still was. And man, you talk about support. We don't do nothing for weeks. Hit the live button and there'll be 100 people in here just checking on us and asking how we're doing. We got a membership. We got a membership for Mode. Thank you so much, Mode. Welcome to Support FPS. We've got 7 Cities dropping a big $2. It said dedicated to lick the whole butt. So we have been getting attacked by this stupid, weird ass scam nonprofit group that's getting paid by the Kentucky government, by the way, to harass me and Tiffany and all our friends. They're called Savage Saints. I shit you not. And there's another group out of Carrollton, Kentucky that are literally like a racist organization. Like Kentucky has been paying these people to stalk and harass us. It's nuts.
That's crazy.
That's what, Todd was in here saying a little while ago. He just got a threat from one of them in a different stream while we were doing this. All right, I would say that amount of money. I was going to do it for free, and you all know that. So I hope y'all don't feel gypped off. I hope you don't feel gypped off, those of you that super chatted. I was going to play it for free, so I fooled you. Yes, baby.
Someone is asking if Joe has a cash app.
Joe, do you have a cash app?
Yes.
Gregory dropping $20. Thank you so much. I've already seen it at least 4 times, but happy to help the cause. Thank you so much, Gregory. Joe, if you do have a cash app, do you still have Tiffany's number?
I'm not sure.
You're on your phone now, aren't you? I was going to tell you to text. I tell you what we'll do, Joe. They want to help you out too, because you need skin on your teeth, right?
Yeah.
They want to help you out too. So what we're going to do is at the end of this, I'm going to have you, like once we're done with this live stream, I'm going to have you text me your Cash App link, and I'm going to put it in the comments.
Okay.
So to whoever it was asking if they could help Joe out, you will be able to. And as soon as this video is over, the first comment that we'll do is I'll link Joe's Cash App. So I'm sure Joe would appreciate that. Everybody could use a few dollars of help here and there. All right, we're going to watch.
Thank anybody that wants to help.
There's such generous people out there, not just financially, but supportive, man. Let's see. I can go ahead and close this one. Remember, I got to talk my way through all this shit because I'm so bad about accidentally, oh wait, I don't want to do that yet. That would be that one. So all right, here it comes. For all that big money y'all spent, you get to watch me get arrested. It's got to be this one. Yeah, here it comes. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go for that. I don't even know what it was. $60, $70. Thank you all so much. Here we go, y'all. Let's watch this little weasel come out and arrest me because he likes to tase pregnant women. I wish I knew that day, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wish we knew that the little fucker that got called in was the one that was tasing Josh's girlfriend in the passenger seat, who wasn't even arguing with him. And I wish that we knew that it was Mabe that let these officers get away with it and turned everything against your son.
Yeah.
He's got our complaints there. Oh, there you are. I'm Chris.
John.
I speak to John.
Well, you mind turning around, put your hands behind back? You have an active warrant.
For what?
From 1999, possession of marijuana.
Thank you,
You're
Kusa.
foolish.
No.
Yeah, you
Turn
are.
around.
I have never had marijuana.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
All right.
Oh, that's bullshit. I got to pull it back up. Damn, this is what happened earlier. I figured it out. Like when you, it's when you leave it backstage too long in limbo, but that's okay. I can pull it back up now. Don't worry, it's not a grift. I didn't do that on purpose for more super chats. It happened on the first video too. Here we go. I think that one. No, that's that. Let's see. I can go ahead and close this one. Go back. Sorry, I got to talk my way through it. Y'all know how it be. That would be this. There we go. Don't worry, I got y'all. I'm not going to scam you. No scamming, no scamming. It does keep them in suspense, though, don't it, Joe?
Yep.
It's got to be this. Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go.
There you are.
Hey,
Did he want he's got our complaints there. Oh, there you are. I'm Chris.
Kusha said, I do not look good in silver
You
bracelet.
mind turning around, put your hands behind back?
For what?
From 1999, possession of marijuana.
You're full of shit.
No, I'm not.
What?
Yeah, you
Turn
are.
around.
I have never had marijuana.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
All right, Joe. Yeah, he can film.
You gotta put that phone down.
I was like,
I
what?
don't even do marijuana. You guys are doing this to try to get a lawsuit, ain't you?
They're getting a lawsuit, Joe.
Oh, lady, you got a number? 801.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Damn. Hang on, let me skip that part. I almost accidentally doxed his number. All right, here we go. Maybe if I go just a little bit further. This is straight out of off the SD card, y'all.
Wallet.
Yep. 801. It's 801.
Oh, hold on. Shit, I don't know if I'll be able to play that whole thing. Hang on.
No, you got anything on you? He's my token.
He wants you to.
Hey, what's my name?
Christopher Reader.
They didn't even know my name. They're sitting there claiming that they have a warrant. They didn't even know my name. They didn't have it right, did they, Joe?
They had it misspelled.
Yeah, it wasn't even my name. And I hadn't identified.
No. That ain't it.
Now, if you had a warrant for somebody and it was a legitimate warrant, wouldn't the name be spelled right? Put a 1 in chat if you believe at least the name would be spelled right. Otherwise, that's somebody else's shit, right? These motherfuckers screwed everything up trying to set this up.
That's right.
What was that number?
It's 812-801.
Ah! How many times did I tell you her phone number, Joe? Ah! Well, at least it's all jumbled up.
Nervous?
Get an ID in here.
Open it up. Flip that one. Flip that. Right there's my ID.
Now he's getting my ID.
Ryder.
Sorry.
We mean sorry. He spelled it wrong completely. They didn't have a warrant for me.
And I don't have an active warrant for marijuana unless somebody set me up. Is it you all set me up?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Big old mistake.
That'd be you.
I don't even smoke marijuana.
Well, it's from 1999.
I didn't smoke
Habitual.
marijuana in 1999.
All right.
Habitual.
So this car right here is yours. Right.
Yeah, my car's out there. Right.
You want him to drive your car? Is he
I
allowed
mean,
to
I
drive your car?
suppose.
Instead of leaving it here? Is he allowed to drive your car?
Well, something's gonna have to happen. Man's gotta get out. Can you drive, Bill? Sure.
Do you have the keys for you to drive?
I took them out of my pocket.
Are you
So-
okay with driving? You all right?
Did you call Tiffany?
I called, but I went back to the video. Someone called her.
Yeah, make sure you got that and give her a call whenever and tell them they're framing me.
Put a one in chat if y'all think they were framing me.
This little buddy's over here's nervous, man. You gotta do a little more training with him.
1760.
Can't let y'all hear my license number either. Damn, I got a lot of Doxy Doc stuff on this one. All right, well, that was it anyway. They're just going to take, let's see. Let me see if there's, I think this was my camera point of view, so nothing, it just stays here until they pick it up.
I have an active warrant, but then you say it's for marijuana and I don't smoke marijuana.
That's fine. I'll show you the copy.
Of course you will. I need to see it.
I'll show you the copy.
Let me see it.
Oh, here's where he lets me read it. And I say, that ain't none of my information.
Actually, let me have his keys. You want him to have all your keys or just the car key?
You hear that, y'all? Put it on the chat if you heard it. They agreed to let Joe have my keys so that he could leave in my vehicle. Put a one in chat if you all heard that shit, because they didn't. They fucking yanked my keys out of Joe's hand, right out from where he's missing his finger, too. Like, it's almost like they did that shit on purpose, just fucking taking advantage of you, Joe. They ripped the keys out of his hand, and it was right after I got thrown in the police car. They ripped the key. Nothing changed on our part. We didn't do anything different. They ripped the keys out of Joe's hand, handed him the pieces of paper back, and said, you're going to need to find your ride. Is that about the way it went for you, Joe?
Yeah.
And then they took my fucking car, and basically, dude, wasn't that next part crazy? Like when I got out of jail, what we had to go through to get my car back?
Yeah.
It
And
was
then
like,
paint spilt in it and everything thrown around it.
yep, they'd put garbage. It was like a junkyard, and they had stacked cars. And I shit you not, they stacked cars within inches of all sides of it. So like there was no way. Like they thought it was gonna like get up and run away or something. It was crazy, wasn't it, Joe? And they would not let us pay with appropriate funding to get it out either. They were trying like hell to keep it there, were they not?
Yep, they tried.
And then they fought us like we were some kind of bad guys or something. Remember how they threw a fit over my?
Yeah, when we was in the office with your camera.
Yeah, well, I made sure I had that camera going after the way they were acting.
Yeah,
Definitely. They were the EMTs, the EMTs for the county.
You want my house? I don't believe it. I bet you'd say
You live in Indiana.
I bet you'd say Adam Sanders don't beat people up too. When you say that,
Here's the keys to the car.
you're lying through your damn teeth. Cops are liars, man. That's what y'all do. This is why people don't like
Well,
me.
you can have your opinion.
I don't need an opinion. It's fact. I can prove it and I show it. I do it every day. It's
All
why
right,
it's
well,
why
we're gonna take your GoPro off, right?
Yeah.
So,
Not yet, you're not.
so how did it get taken off?
Put me in cuffs. It's gonna be hard to do.
Well, that's fine.
the 2 times I've been arrested wearing that GoPro, the cops don't figure out that they can't take it off until after they already fucking put me in handcuffs. He goes, I'm gonna take your GoPro off. I said, not now, you ain't. You done put me in handcuffs. You ain't getting that motherfucker off there. Good luck.
You're gonna let Joe do it. It's my property.
You want to take it off? Because I don't know how to take it off.
Well, you probably have to release the cuff to get the whole thing off. Can I wear it on back? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's get it on back.
I second thought about it. I wanted Joe to take it. I didn't want the cops getting hold of it and getting rid of it.
So it comes off in the front, so that clip. He never took it off before.
Got a question in chat here, Joe, for you.
What's that?
Tennessee Transparency says, Joe, what were you thinking when they lied and arrested Chris?
Man, I was shocked, scared. I was wondering if they were going to get me next. It was a messed up situation. I did not expect them to arrest him. That's
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah, you were lucky to get out of there too, man.
I had to sit there 45 minutes for my ride to get there.
Yep. Even though my car was perfectly good and full of gas for you.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Insured, good tags, nothing wrong.
Sitting in a public 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365-day a year parking lot.
Yep.
Public parking lot.
Parked in a local parking lot, the police station parking lot. No handicap, no nothing, just a regular parking spot.
Yep. There was no reason you couldn't have drove. And they even made us think that you were going to until they put me in the police car. They waited until I was going in the back of the police car to attack Joe and say, give us those car keys and find yourself a ride. I can't wait to get these motherfuckers in the courtroom.
And then you got it's in my arm.
I'm sure they'll settle. I'll probably never get them in the courtroom, but I still want to get them deposed.
This one.
John don't work here no more. Goldsboro.
You don't?
No, he moved to out by the lakes. He's still a Kentucky police officer, but he's out by the lakes now doing a different position. Good, because now that I know he tases pregnant women, he don't need to be out there on the road.
Yeah, she was scared.
She didn't deserve to get. She didn't fight. She didn't deserve to get tased.
No.
Those cops are out of control, man.
Oh yeah, you can't criminalize marijuana. What's this? You can't criminalize a marijuana charge in Kentucky. Give it to Doug. You can give him 10 too. Don't lose that 10 for bro. You can't criminalize marijuana in Kentucky.
Look, it's a bench warrant. I can serve out a bench warrant. It's a shall arrest.
It's done after.
Oh, it's a shall arrest.
It's what?
It's a shall arrest.
A shall arrest warrant. So they put a warrant on
When
me
there's
for
a
something I do not do.
when there's a Kentucky warrant, it's a shall arrest.
Okay. But you got a warrant on me that you're saying you can do for something that cannot be criminalized in Kentucky, right? Am I right so far?
Look, I'm not going to argue over the charges, okay?
So, okay, so what am I
You want your phone? Is this your phone?
Yeah, I want my phone. Do you want your phone?
Well,
yeah, I need to get this cop quit doing this.
It was like the camera cut off right there to keep me from saying the word shit. He said, "We got anything else?" Yeah, I want you to quit doing this shit. Oh man, Joe, this brings back good old times, buddy.
Yeah.
I want to do it again. I want your family to get justice. That's what I want. That's why I did this with you in the first place. It was for your family. I didn't expect to have nothing out of this. I just wanted you to be able to put the complaints in.
They created their own problem.
And now here they are looking at having to pay my family $1 million or more, a couple $1 million. I mean,
Great.
I wasn't in it for that though. I legit just went with you to get these complaints filed and to get the records request forms. That was it. And blasted on YouTube, which I'd already done, right? I made a good video with the footage that you gave me.
I know, that was a great video.
Was it like 2 weeks before this?
Yeah.
I think? So, I mean, it's not like, there wasn't nothing else in it for me. You're good people, Joe. And I've met your son, so I mean, he's a great guy. I didn't know him well. I mean, he asked me for work. You know, we ran into each other in Louisville at some point, and he got my number. He told me he was an electrician, so I had him saved in my phone. Nobody would have ever expected this kind of stuff. Now, before we leave, I will say just a little bit about that. Yeah, I mean, he had a history of criminal activity. You know, it wasn't real bad stuff. Just few misdemeanors or whatever. But this is a small town in Kentucky, and he had the police had it out for Joe's son here in Hardin County. You know, once you get, underneath their fingernails, you know what I'm saying? They just keep coming at you. And that's kind of what they were doing to Joe's son. And I mean, he was trying his absolute best, And what had happened was he had bought a new car off of Facebook Marketplace, and he didn't know how to turn all the lights on.
The lights on.
And it didn't have tags on it in his name yet because he left with the car, just got the car. And he knew that with his relationship with the Hardin County Pigs and not having that car updated, he was like, oh God, if I pull over, my life's going to be, you know what I mean? In the moment.
Yeah.
And he didn't do what the sheriff lied and said that he was putting everybody in danger. He barely even got over the speed limit.
Yeah.
He accidentally drove down a road that dead ended, and he had to turn around because he didn't know the road dead ended. Now, I mean, was he putting the police on the run? Yes. That's what he was doing. So, I mean,
we've never said that he didn't deserve to be in trouble.
Yeah.
All he says what they done to him was not deserved at all.
Oh shit, no, Joe. All that beating. I mean, come on, man. Now, did he deserve to get charges and convicted of running from the police?
Yes. Absolutely.
Did he deserve to maybe get a warning for not knowing how to turn the lights on? Maybe. Did he deserve to probably get a ticket for not having put the tags on and gotten everything updated before driving it on the road? Sure. But did he deserve a fucking beating like that?
No.
Hell no. Hell no.
All they had to do was handcuff him. When they took him to the ground, he put his hands behind his back. And all they had to do was handcuff him, and it would have been over with.
He went from here to here.
Yep, to get hit in his face.
And just started getting beat up. That's it. Well, Joe, I'll make this statement publicly. You've never asked me for nothing. Matter of fact, you have given to help me. You were there for me when the car impound wouldn't let me make payment on it.
Yeah.
And you helped me out with that. You've never asked me for nothing, just to publish this story. And I was more than happy to do it for you. And you are an amazing family. I've met a lot of you. And I'm going to tell you this much, man. After learning this information, there's no way in hell that I'm not going to win this lawsuit. No way in hell. Good. And I can assure you, sir, that I will do whatever I can to help your family out after that happens. I just want you to know that.
We'll cross that bridge when it gets there.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to be able to tell me no, buddy. Yeah, I heard you needed some new skin on your teeth. I might just be able to afford to buy you some tooth skin soon. We'll see what happens. But man, I'm so grateful for the tenacity that you as a father have put into this and not back down and continued to pressure law enforcement and continued to talk to the media. And you have not stopped, Joe. It's been years and you have not stopped. And the results are they got somewhere. You know, Gudgel got fired, right?
No, Johnson got fired.
Johnson got fired. Gudgel got so embarrassed he ain't heard his name ever again since, right?
Yeah, he don't want to be a part of it whatsoever.
Well, he shouldn't have been a part of it when he was a part of it.
No, he shouldn't have been.
I'm about to destroy the careers or let them destroy their own careers of Goldsboro and Mabe, right? Put a one in chat if y'all watch the Civil Rights Lawyers channel.
Did you ever get Joe's cash app?
He's going to put it on the comments right at the end. We don't have it, and he's on his phone. Okay, Tiffany interrupted me. Put a one in chat if you. What was the question I asked for the one, Joe?
That guy.
Oh, so I'm not personally going after their jobs of Goldsboro and Mabe, but I'm damn sure going to use the legal system to make sure that, like, we filed it as a Manel, and in the Manel you get to ask for what you want changed if they have a bad practice or an unconstitutional practice or policy. And y'all best believe that one of the things that we're demanding to have changed is for those two people to remain in those positions without some serious disciplinary taken on them. There you go.
For sure.
So that's what we're doing. Joe, as soon as we hang up out of here, I need you to text me your Cash App link so that I can put it in the comment section. Okay.
Okay. I
Because I
will.
do think somebody's trying to shoot you a few bucks.
All right.
Man, isn't that wild, y'all? Isn't that wild? And I'll also, along with Joe's Cash App link, I'm also going to post on the same comment. I'm going to do the link to Wave 3's Gray God series from Natalia. An amazing show, you guys. She did such great work. And look, shout out Wave 3 in general, man. They have been covering the government corruption better than any of our local news channels, in my opinion. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah. They're on top of it.
They're getting her done, ain't they? Like
Yeah.
a lot of cases that would have otherwise not even hit the air, right? So shout out Wave 3, shout out Natalia, shout out Joe and family. You know, when you visit Josh, you tell him that we here at For Public Safety are very sorry about what happened to him, and you let him know that we love him, and anything we could do for him, just let us know, okay?
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
Same
Thank
as
you,
always,
everybody.
Joe. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right. All right, folks. Well, there it is. It feels good to do that stuff. Mods, if you will, go ahead and find Gray Gods episode 4, or just look up Wave 3 Gray Gods and put the link in here as I'm kind of talking our way out of that. Is that not crazy information, y'all? The fucking put a one in chat if you agree that that's absolutely a conspiracy when the people we were there to complain on, to which we didn't know, are the only ones that were called in from off the street to come and arrest me with a fake fucking case. Put a one in chat if that's conspiracy under the letter of the law. They arrested me on a fake case. I proved it in court. I proved it was fake. Hell, I got arrested again trying to prove it. Whew, Kentucky. That's why the playlist that you can find this video in is Kentucky will do anything to get out of shit. Anything. They'll make anything up. They'll hurt anybody. They'll destroy anybody's life. All right, Joe just sent me his Cash App. I'm going to grab that and put it right here and pin that. Can y'all see it? We'll pin that right there. Can y'all got that? It was that's the first Cash App. Did you get it? It's it's the number 1, Joe Tyler, Tyler, all one word. That's Joe's Cash App. Y'all been amazing. I'm going to be doing a lot more updates about my Section 1983 federal lawsuit against these people that y'all just watched. This is just wild, man. It is wild that they were that dumb to do it the parties that were involved. I can't believe I didn't know when it was happening. Cops are dirty, y'all. These lying ass cops are dirty, y'all. I can't wait to get this in front of the eyes of a judge and a jury. That's all I got to say. Like, there's no way that a reasonable group of people are not going to say, yep, those motherfuckers obviously conspired against you, Mr. Ryder. You know what I mean? There's just no way at this point. I had no idea that the people that were involved in that were the ones that tased the woman and botched the reports out there and covered for the police. That's who we fucking were dealing with that day. It was literally them. There was a conflict of interest. It was a policy violation. It was retaliation, and it was a conspiracy. And I proved that that warrant was not for me. That was not my case. So that is why I have a federal rights lawsuit. I'll give you a little bit more information, and this is what we'll talk about in my next live stream or video. After the ball started rolling, and after I'd gotten arrested on that case, and publicity started hitting me for it because it was a big deal in Kentucky at the time, we later learned that the prosecutor was communicating with a few other government officials and a certain attorney by the name of Larry Foreman, the DUI guy who also happens to be a YouTuber. And those motherfuckers were making up fake ass records and publishing it as videos during my open litigation on that case on the bullshit channel Dunce Cap Cucksucker or whatever. I'm not going to fucking advertise the fucker's channel. But we took that. We took the statement saying this is the people that are working together. And I beat the prosecutor's immunity argument because we proved that the prosecutor was passing information to put it onto YouTube, and that don't get prosecutorial immunity. If you're a prosecutor, the only time you have your prosecutorial immunity is when you're in the courtroom doing things as a prosecutor on the case. You don't get that same coverage when you're acting as an investigator outside of the courtroom and giving things to the public about the case. So prosecutors are supposed to be really, really, really careful about what they put out to the public and media. And in this case, they were the opposite of careful. They were lying. They lied about me. They put out 2 fake documents. They said I had a driver's license in the state of Kentucky. That never did happen. And then they said that I had only served, I think it was 1 day in jail, when the total of that was 42 days. I was, in fact, in jail at the time that one of those drug tests were allegedly being taken. So they fucked up. And they said that somebody was peeing in a cup in Hardin County, Kentucky, while I could not have been there. Dismissed. Love y'all. See you on the next one. I'm so happy to be able to share this information with you. Love you guys. Thank you all for the donations and all the support. See you on the next one.